My child, stop scrolling. Stay right here. There is a divine interruption in your timeline, and it is not accidental. I have brought you to this moment because I saw what was taken from you. I witnessed what no one else saw, the quiet collapse of your spirit, the silent cries behind closed doors, the years that slipped through your hands like dust. You've carried losses that even your prayers could not name, but I have heard them all. And today, I've come for one purpose: to restore everything. This is not another video. This is not content for consumption. This is a sacred summons, a word forged in the fire of my compassion and delivered straight to the ruins the enemy left behind. And I need you to hear every word. Don't pause. Don't skip. Because if you walk away now, you may miss the very breakthrough you've been begging me for. I am restoring what you lost today. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. As you listen, I will begin to move. Not just around you, but within you. I will speak into the places that have been long buried, long broken, long silenced. And with every word, I will breathe life back into what was stolen, shattered, or surrendered. You asked me, do you still see me? I answer now, yes. Not only do I see you, but I am moving toward you with full redemption in my hands. I have not forgotten. I have not abandoned. I have waited for this very moment to release what was always yours. So lean in. Listen closely. Watch until the final breath of this message, because in these words are keys, confirmations, and the very turning point your soul has cried out for. You are not watching by accident. You are hearing your rescue in real time. This is sacred. This is personal. And this is the day I restore what you lost. I have seen you. I have seen every tear that you have quietly dropped in the stillness of night. I have heard the silent sobs you thought only darkness witnessed. You, my beloved, are known, fully seen, wholly loved. I carry your secret ache like a treasure, a sacred burden I will not let go. I have been with you in those hollow moments, when loss felt too heavy, when grief cloaked your heart in numbness. I have watched as what you cherished slipped through trembling fingers. I have felt the sting of disappointment that echoed in your soul. And my child, I have felt it as though it were my own pain. I know the depth of what was taken from you. I know the moments that should have been filled with laughter but instead were filled with absence. I know the promises that were broken, the dreams that shattered, the hopes that faded. I know them all, not as distant observations, but as intimate participations. I own every tear you shed in desperation, and every cry you released into the void. You are not alone. Your sorrow is not hidden from my throne. It echoes there, resonating in the courts of heaven, a clarion call to my heart. I have recorded each one. I have kept every broken fragment, every shattered hope, every moment of loneliness in a place of divine remembrance. Today I speak comfort to your soul. Today marks the moment when the tide begins to turn. Today, the cycles of loss begin to be broken. Today my restoration begins. I decree in my heart, what the enemy stole, I will return. What was broken, I will mend. What was lost, I will bring back into bloom. Rise from despair, my child. Stand up with me. Breathe in the new air I am sending. Feel the gentle shifting of my spirit, moving in the direction of your healing. I am steadying you, strengthening you, preparing you for the unfolding of my redeeming work. Observe the first signs already at work in your life. Look for unexpected hope, a slight ease in your heart, a soft stirring of revival deep within. That stirring is me, awakening you from the sleep of grief. I am whispering to your spirit, Let go of what was stolen. Reach for what I am giving. Embrace this truth. Your loss does not define your destiny. I have engraved a future for you, bright, hopeful, filled with my purpose. I am weaving threads of redemption through the tapestry of your story. I will not stop until every tear has been turned into testimony, every wound into wisdom, every absence into abundance. Pause now. Invite my presence. Feel my arms enveloping you, carrying your sorrow, lifting your heart. Relax into my love, my mercy, my commitment to reclaiming all that you lost. Dare to believe that your story is far from over. Stand with me, my precious one. With each step, I go before you. With each breath, I sustain you. With each moment, I am restoring what you lost and forging in you a new strength, a new hope, a new future. You may have walked through valleys of loss, but I am leading you into the light of restoration. With me, every tear matters, every pain is purposeful, and every loss holds the potential for a greater comeback. You are my child, and today, restoration begins. Come closer now, my child. Still your heart. Quiet your fears. Listen not with your ears alone, but with the depth of your spirit, for I am about to breathe into places within you that have long been waiting to live again. You've searched for restoration in broken systems, tried to mend what man could never heal, and leaned on frail arms that could never carry the weight of your wounds. But I tell you now, lift your eyes. Fix your gaze upon me, for I alone am the wellspring of true restoration. I am not limited by time, bound by circumstance, or confined by the logic of this world. What others deem impossible, I call simple. What they have declared dead, I have already spoken life over. Step into my presence and surrender your understanding. Trust me beyond what you see, for even when your life appears still, I am moving. I am rearranging the ruins into a foundation far stronger than what stood before. Let me lift from your hands the pieces you've tried to assemble on your own. Lay them at my feet. Allow me to rebuild not what once was, but what always should have been. For I do not restore you to your former self. I restore you to my original design for you. Nothing missing, nothing broken, only wholeness wrapped in purpose. I speak now to the dry bones of your destiny, to the places in your soul where dreams lay buried under dust and disappointment. I say to them, rise, live, be filled again with holy fire. The breath I breathe into you carries resurrection power. I am not offering fragments or half measures. I am the God of full redemption, the God of overflowing recompense. When I restore, I do so in abundance, not just returning what was lost, but multiplying what was stolen. I will give you beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, praise for heaviness, and peace that no storm can unravel. Believe again. Reach for me in the darkness. Call my name with expectation. Let your faith stretch beyond the boundaries of your past experiences. Let your soul dare to imagine that I still work wonders. For what man cannot fix, I, the Creator, can reform. I fashioned you from dust and made you glorious. Do you not think I can restore what life tried to dismantle? Let me carry the weight of your questions, your weariness, your shattered plans. Rest your heart in my sovereignty. I am not indifferent to your pain. I have woven it into a greater glory. Even now, I am writing a new chapter, one marked not by loss, but by the miraculous unfolding of my goodness. Stand up now. Take a step toward me. Leave behind the doubt that has chained you to stillness. Trust that what you see as delay is divine timing. Walk with me and watch as I open doors you thought sealed forever. Feel the shift. The atmosphere around you is changing. Restoration is not coming. It has already begun. Heaven is aligning with your yes. The winds of change are blowing, carrying the scent of promise and the sound of my whisper saying, "This is the way, walk in it." Let this truth anchor your soul. I am not just restoring what you had. I am restoring who you are. I am healing the heart behind the dreams. I am renewing the strength behind your steps. I am awakening the vision behind your gaze. Every corner of your life will reflect my fingerprints. You will not merely survive this season. You will rise from it radiant, rebuilt by the hands of the Almighty. So breathe, my beloved. Inhale restoration. Exhale fear. Take my hand, for the journey has begun. What was broken is now being made whole. What was lost is now being reclaimed. And you are being restored by me. You have mourned in silence, and the world has passed you by, unaware of the weight you carried. But I have not overlooked you. I have seen what slipped from your hands when no one was watching. I was there in the room when the door slammed shut, when the final word was spoken, when the moment broke open and loss wrapped its cold fingers around your heart. I did not turn my face. I did not look away. My eyes never left you. My beloved, hear me now. Nothing you've lost escaped my knowing. I numbered every sorrow before it touched your life. I knew the exact weight of every disappointment. I measured each one with precision, not to judge you, but to redeem them with purpose. You did not stumble into misfortune by accident. You were not overlooked by grace. I kept record, not as a tally of failure, but as a map to your recompense. I counted every moment that left you empty so I could pour into those places with divine abundance. You asked me, where were you? I was right there, holding the remnants of your shattered joy, catching the tears that no one else saw, whispering hope even when your soul couldn't hear it. And now I speak to you plainly. What you lost was never lost to me. I preserved what mattered most. I protected the essence of your identity, your calling, your dreams, even when you thought they were extinguished. Come now, bring me your ache. Lay it bare before me. Do not fear to show me your wounds. They do not repel me. They draw me closer. I have waited for you to give me access, not just to your victories, but to your deepest valleys. I am not a stranger to your struggle. I have walked those paths beside you. I have seen the things you tried to forget, and I come not to remind you of them in shame, but to redeem them in power. Let me restore to you what slipped through your fingers. Let me return, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. For in my hands, nothing is wasted. Not one tear, not one lost opportunity, not one season of confusion or despair. I redeemed them all, and I return them transformed. Receive this truth into your soul. What was stolen shall be returned with interest. What was broken shall be made beautiful. What was hidden shall be revealed. I have seen it all, and I say to you now, with the voice of heaven behind me, you are not forsaken. You are not forgotten. You are not empty. In me, nothing is ever truly lost. Lift your head, my child. Look at the horizon with new eyes. The sun is not setting, it is rising. You believe it too much time had passed. You whispered, it's too late. But I now declare to you, with a voice that commands stars and seasons, I am the God who redeems time. I know the ache that comes with delay. I know how the years felt like sand slipping through your grasp. I know how you mourned what you believed would never return. The opportunities missed, the seasons wasted in fear or confusion. But I say this clearly and without hesitation. Time is not your enemy. I hold it in my hands, and I will make it serve you. What others gain in decades, I will give you in moments. What you thought was wasted, I have been cultivating. What seemed dormant was in divine preparation. Every quiet season, every wilderness, every wait was not a punishment, it was a setup. I do not waste time, and because you belong to me, neither shall you. Let go of regret. Release the timelines you created in your mind. I am not bound by your calendar. I move in kairos, divine timing, supernatural acceleration. I do more in a moment than men hit a Gombe in a lifetime. And I am doing it now. Restoration is not coming slowly. It is bursting forth like rivers in the desert. Step into this promise. I am redeeming the years the locusts have eaten. The losses of your youth, the delays of your middle years, the distractions that stole your focus. I redeem them all. You will not end your life in disappointment. You will see my goodness in the land of the living. You will taste the fruit of fields you thought had died. Take my hand. Let me guide you into divine momentum. Your days of wandering are over. And now you will run, not in weariness, but with the wind of my spirit at your back. You will walk into divine appointments, doors that were locked until now. And you will marvel, saying, "How did this happen so fast?" And I will smile and say, "I am the one who restores." The time you thought was wasted is now your testimony. You waited, and now you will see. You endured, and now you will reap. You survived, and now you will soar. My child, I am redeeming your time, not just returning it, but multiplying it for my glory. Bring me the names that make your heart ache. Bring me the faces that visit your mind at night. I see the ones you've loved and lost, the ones you fought for, cried over, prayed for. I know the pain of fractured relationships, of distance where there was once closeness, of silence where there was once laughter. And I tell you now, I am not finished writing those stories. You've tried to fix it on your own. You've spoken when you should have waited and waited when you should have spoken. You held on too long, and at times, let go too soon. But let this bring you peace. I am the one who heals what human hands cannot mend. I am moving even now in the hearts you thought were hardened beyond hope. My spirit is a bridge builder. I move through walls of pride, past wounds and misunderstandings, and I awaken love where there was only bitterness. I breathe peace into the middle of chaos. I do not fear the depth of brokenness. I go deeper still. Let me in. Invite me into the spaces between you and them. I restore not just communication but connection. I do not merely reconcile. I resurrect. Watch now. Forgiveness is rising. Compassion is stirring. Where there was blame, I plant grace. Where there was shame, I sow mercy. You do not need to control the outcome. You only need to surrender the offense. I will do the work. I will heal what seemed beyond repair. And yes, some relationships may look different on the other side of healing. Not every connection will return as it was. Some will return stronger. Some will return pure. Some will end in peace instead of war. Trust me with each one. I know what to restore, and I know what to release. But for those who are meant to stay, those covenant relationships that have been torn by betrayal or fear or silence, know this: I am already softening hearts. I am stirring up memories of love, binding up emotional wounds, reminding souls of their truest bond. I call forth reconciliation like rain from the heavens. And just as rain softens the soil, my spirit softens the heart. Be patient. Be prayerful. But most of all, be hopeful. You will see peace come where war once raged. You will feel love flow again where resentment took root. You will witness what only I can do. Relationships you buried will rise again, not in pain, but in purpose. So breathe deeply. Speak kindly. Walk humbly. I am at work behind the scenes. The story is not over. I am the author, and I am still writing healing into every line. My child, don't walk away now. I am just beginning to uncover the places where your heart still bleeds, where your hope still flickers. If you turn away here, you'll miss the very healing I have prepared for your deepest pain. I've waited for this moment with you. Don't silence what my spirit is awakening. Stay with me. Let me finish what I've started in your soul. Let me touch the part of you that forgot how to smile without forcing it. Let me breathe on the corners of your soul that once danced freely, that now lie quiet beneath the weight of sorrow. I know joy once lived in you like sunlight lives in morning, effortless and warm. And I know how slowly, how silently, the light faded. It didn't vanish in a moment. It dimmed over time, through disappointments unspoken, through the heaviness of carrying burdens not meant for your shoulders. But I have not left you in that gray. I did not walk away when your laughter turned to silence. I remain with you through it all, waiting for the day you would let me restore what the enemy so skillfully stole. Joy is not just an emotion. It is a divine force, a supernatural current that flows from my spirit into your bones. It does not depend on circumstances. It does not wait for the storm to pass. It dances in the downpour. It sings while still in the prison. It erupts even in the wilderness because it is not born of this world. It is born of me. And now I say to you, receive it. Let it return, not a spark but a flood. Not a flicker but a flame that burns steadily beneath the surface, unshakable and holy. You may not have realized it, but your joy has always been under attack. Because joy is strength, and the enemy feared you most when you walked in it. That is why he brought distractions, disappointment, depression, hoping to drain the life out of your spirit. But I now rise with a shout in your defense. I rebuke every lie that says you're too broken to feel light again. I cast out every shadow that has weighed down your soul. I declare joy is yours. It is your portion. It is your inheritance. It is your weapon. Let your mouth open once more, not to complain but to laugh. Let your heart beat not just to survive but to celebrate. Let the songs you thought you'd never sing again rise from within. I am restoring your joy in your mornings, your routines, your solitude, your connections. It will not be artificial or forced. It will be real, deep, sustaining, a river that runs even when everything else dries up. Do not wait for things to change before you feel it. Let yourself feel it now. Joy is not a reward. It is a gift I'm placing in your spirit again. Let it touch your memories. Let it anoint your present. Let it prepare you for a future that glows with hope. You were not meant to walk through life with your head bowed. Lift it. Let your countenance shine. I am the lifter of your head, and I have not forgotten how to make you laugh again. So come, my precious one. Draw near, and let me anoint you with the oil of gladness. Let it seep into the places that grief had made hollow. You will dance again, not in denial of the pain you've endured, but because you have overcome. Your joy is not stolen. It is rising. And it is rising now. Step out from under the labels the world placed upon you. Lay down the names spoken over you in anger, in misunderstanding, in moments that did not reflect your truth. You have spent too many years defining yourself by what was lost, by who walked away, by what you failed to accomplish. But today I stretch out my hand, and I strip those garments off of you. I clothe you in truth. I wrap you in honor. You are not who they said you are who they say you are. Your identity is not shaped by your past. It is rooted in eternity. It was formed in my heart before the foundations of the world. When I imagined you, I called you beloved. When I created you, I breathed purpose into every cell. And the life may have tried to distort that image, to bury it beneath shame or fear or comparison. I tell you now, I am uncovering it. I am unveiling who you really are. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not disqualified. You are not too far gone. You are mine. You carry my imprint. You reflect my nature. And I have never changed my mind about you. Not once. Even in your darkest moment, I still called you chosen. Even when you doubted yourself, I saw greatness in you. Even when you forgot me, I never let go of you. Let me speak truth over you until it silences every internal critic. You are not a failure. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are holy. You are set apart. You are powerful, not because of what you do, but because of whose breath fills your lungs. Let me heal the parts of your identity that were shattered by rejection, wounded by betrayal, eroded by years of performance and striving. You no longer have to earn your worth. You only have to receive it. Come now, look in the mirror of my word. See what I see. You are radiant. You are strong. You are kind, generous, bold, and wise. You are more than enough because I am more than enough in you. Walk forward with your head held high, not in arrogance, but in divine confidence. Let others see what I am restoring in you. Let your life be a testimony of transformation. Do not retreat anymore. Do not hide. I am calling you forth. I am calling you out. I am declaring your true name over you. And it is not shame. It is not fear. It is not unworthy. It is daughter. It is son. It is royal. It is redeemed. This healing is not cosmetic. It is foundational. I am healing your identity at the root. You will no longer be tossed by the opinions of others or imprisoned by the lies of your past. You are free. You are whole. You are mine. And that is enough. Let me take you back to the place where you first believed, where your heart was tender, your prayers were fearless, and your trust had not yet been fractured by disappointment. I remember the sound of your early faith, the way you spoke with certainty, the way you asked boldly, the way you believed that mountains could move. I never despised that faith, even when it faltered. And now, I am calling it back to life, not in its former form, but in a version refined by fire. Your faith hath been tested, not to break you, but to reveal its strength. I know what you faced. I've seen the seasons where it felt like I was silent, where prayers seemed unanswered, where waiting turned to wondering and wondering to wavering. But I never left. I never ignored your cries. I was working in the silence, drawing your roots deeper, anchoring you in truth. Now I say, let the rebuilding begin. Let the rubble of your doubts become the foundation for something unshakable. Let your disappointments become stones of endurance. Let your weariness be met with my strength. You don't need perfect faith. You need surrendered faith, faith that says, even if I don't see, I will still trust. That is the kind I honor. That is the kind I reward. Do not be ashamed of your questions. Bring them to me. Do not hide your fears. Lay them bare. I am not threatened by your humanity. I embrace it. I work through it. I infuse it with my spirit until it becomes a testimony. Faith is not the absence of struggle. It is the decision to hold on even when the winds howl and the storm rages. Take this moment and believe again. Not with naive optimism, but with holy resolve. Believe that I still heal. Believe that I still provide. Believe that I still speak, lead, deliver, and redeem. Let every step forward be an act of faith. Let every prayer you whisper in the dark carry the weight of heaven. You've survived the testing. Now comes the strengthening. I will make you like a tree planted by rivers, rooted, immovable, flourishing. Others will look at your life and see the glow of someone who has trusted me through fire. And they will say, surely God is with them. You are not going backward. You are rising stronger. You are not losing faith. You are gaining revelation. This is not the end of your belief. It is the birth of a faith that cannot be shaken. There were dreams that once lived in your heart, pure, bright, filled with purpose. I placed them there, delicate seeds of divine calling, destined to bear fruit in their appointed time. But over the years, through disappointment and delay, through battles you never expected, those dreams began to fade. You didn't mean to let go. You simply reached a place where hope grew quiet, where passion dulled, where surrender felt safer than expectation. You folded those dreams like old letters and buried them beneath the debris of life, thinking perhaps they were never meant to be. But I saw you. I watched you wrap them in silence, and I never turned away. Today I come to you, not with rebuke, but with resurrection. I am the God who never forgets the promises I whispered into your spirit. I am the one who kept record of every vision you once carried, even the ones you stopped praying for, even the ones you dared not speak aloud anymore. I remember them all. Not one had been lost in my presence. I now say to you, rise and receive what I am breathing back to life. The dreams you bury are not dead. They are sleeping, and I am waking them with a word. You thought it was over, but I have only begun. What looked like failure was formation. What appeared to be a closed door was preparation. You were never forgotten. You were being fortified. And now, when you feel least prepared, I say, begin again. Not in your own strength, but in mine. I will fuel what you thought was finished. I will finance what you believed was forfeited. I will open doors no man can close. I will send people, provision, and purpose to meet you where you are. I will not allow you to leave this earth without tasting the fruit of what I planted in you. Look again. Listen again. Feel the stirring in your chest. It is not foolish to believe. It is obedience to my spirit. Let go of the fear of failure. Let go of the voices that said it was too late, too risky, too broken. I am not limited by time, by age, or by circumstance. I will finish what I started in you, and it will exceed your former expectations. Take the first step. Speak what you once silenced. Write what you abandoned. Build what you dismantled. Dream with me again. I will ignite your creativity, restore your confidence, and crown your obedience with favor. You gave up, but I never did. What I authored in you will not return void. I breathe now upon your old dreams with new breath, and they will rise. This is not a return to the past. It is a resurrection into something greater. So walk forward without hesitation. What you gave up on, I am giving back, multiplied. The vision still lives. The purpose still stands. The glory still awaits. Let me lead you into it now. Let me speak into the place where anxiety has made its home, the realm of your finances. I know the pressure you've carried, the sleepless nights spent calculating what wasn't enough, the silent panic behind every unexpected bill. I've seen how lack has crushed your peace, how need has made you question my provision. You worry not because you lack faith, but because the weight has been relentless. And I speak to that burden now, not to condemn you, but to break its power. I declare this truth: I am your provider, and I am restoring your finances. You are not at the mercy of the economy. You are not subject to systems that rise and fall with men's decisions. You belong to me, and I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. The earth is mine in its fullness, and I have never struggled to supply the needs of those I love. I do not give with conditions. I give because I am generous, because I delight in blessing my children. You made mistakes. You've overspent, misplaced trust, wandered into lack. But I have not abandoned you. I am not here to shame you. I am here to realign you. I will teach you wisdom to steward what I pour out. I will break cycles of debt and open streams of revenue you never saw coming. I will bless not just your hands, but the ideas I've planted in your mind. Expect increase, not because of manipulation, but because of obedience and alignment. I do not bless schemes. I bless surrender. Provision will come to you in unexpected ways. Doors will open in dry places. Discounts will appear where full payment was expected. Favor will flow into your dealings. Your tithe will speak for you. Your prayers will activate angelic release. And where there was scarcity, you will see surplus. But more than money, I give you peace. I release you from the fear of not having enough. I destroy the lie that poverty is your portion. I release divine strategy to manage what you receive and vision to multiply. I will make you a blessing to others. I will give you enough to overflow, enough to build, to give, to expand, to sow. Refuse to speak death over your resources any longer. Declare with your mouth what I am about to do. Bless your bank accounts. Speak life over your job, your business, your investments. Invite my wisdom into every transaction. Do not chase riches. Pursue righteousness, and all else will follow. I am not merely paying your bills. I am setting you up for legacy. I restore your finances so you can walk in freedom, not fear. Your days of lack are numbered. A new chapter begins, and I am the one who writes it. My child, if these words are breathing life back into your spirit, then do not stop the flow, extend it. When you give, you don't just support a video, you become my voice in someone else's valley. Your offering is like manna falling into the wilderness of another soul's hopelessness. You've cried out to me, Lord, use me. This is how I answer you now. Let your super thanks, membership, or PayPal gift become a river of restoration that reaches where no sermon has gone. I said, give, and it will be given to you. And I am still the Lord who opens heaven's storehouses. To those who sow, I release multiplied provision, peace that drowns anxiety, and favor that surrounds like a wall of fire. Now act. Give. Let your seed unlock another child's miracle today. The restoration I gave you will be the restoration they receive through you. You've come this far, but there is more I long to pour into you. If you stop here, it will feel to me like you turned from the altar just as I was reaching to bless you. Can you sense it? I'm not done. I'm unfolding miracles you haven't even imagined yet. Please, my beloved, don't pull away. Stay close. Your fullness is just ahead. You've held on longer than you thought possible. You smiled through exhaustion, kept moving with weariness clinging to your bones, endured without letting the world see how close you were to collapse. But I saw. I felt every trembling step. I counted the silent moments when you wondered how much more you could bear. And now, with a voice that commands the oceans and calms the stars, I speak this over you. You are not weak. You are being renewed. Let the lies fall away. The ones that said you're too tired to continue, too worn out to matter. They are not true. Your strength is not measured by your energy, but by my spirit within you. You have not come this far by accident. My grace carried you. My hand steadied you. And now, I restore what life has drained from you. Feel it now. The weariness begins to lift. Not by adrenaline, not by performance, but by supernatural infusion. I give strength to the weary and increase power to the faint. I renew youth like the eagles. I empower you not only to rise, but to soar. Your weakness is not a limitation. It is an invitation for my power to take over. You will walk again without collapsing under pressure. You will run without burning out. You will rise with purpose, clothed in the energy of heaven. I speak vitality into your spirit, endurance into your bones, peace into your pace. I remove the mindset that says everything must be done at once. I teach you rhythm. I give you rest. I lead you beside still waters where your soul is restored. You do not have to prove your strength. You only need to receive mine. My power is made perfect in your weakness. My might is revealed through your surrender. Let go of the performance, the pretending, the pressure. Rest in me. I am not in a hurry. I restore gently. I strengthen deeply. You are not forgotten in your fatigue. You are not invisible in your fight. I see you. I honor you. And I lift you. You will not just endure, you will overcome. And when others see your strength return, they will ask, how? And you will answer, because my God renewed me. So take a deep breath, child. Let me breathe strength into you. The heaviness lifts. The power returns. And your journey continues, not in struggle, but in strength. You are being restored, fully, completely, eternally. Let me enter the place where your thoughts have spun without rest, where your mind has carried a weight it was never created to bear. I know how you've been tossed by storms unseen, how fear crept into moments that were meant for stillness, how anxiety tangled itself around your breath and turned rest into a rare, unreachable thing. But now I speak with finality and power. I am restoring your peace, not as the world gives, but as I alone give, unshakable, undisturbed, divine. You have tried to quiet the noise with reason. You have sought calm through control, believing that if you could just manage everything, maybe the unrest would leave. But peace does not come from predictability. Peace flows from my presence. And I am not a distant idea. I dwell in you. I walk with you in the chaos. I stand between you and the whirlwind. I silence the storm not just around you, but within you. One word from me, and fear crumbles. One breath from me, and the winds obey. Let me draw near to the walls you've built out of panic and pain. Let me speak into the center of your distress. I do not simply calm the waters, I transform the sailor. I anchor you in my word, not just to keep you safe, but to teach you to rest even while the waves rise. My peace is not the absence of battle. It is the presence of confidence in me, even in the middle of uncertainty. That is what I give you now. Feel the shift begin. Your breathing slows. The tension unwinds. You are not alone in this moment. You are not responsible for holding everything together. I hold you. I uphold your future. I sustain your now. Sleep will return, not because you escape your troubles, but because you surrender them. You will rest again, not out of exhaustion, but because your soul has been anchored in my care. Lay down the fears that whisper lies in the night. Set aside the guilt that accuses. I silence every voice that does not echo my love. I remove every weight you were not called to carry. Come and let me wash over you like the gentlest stream, cleansing your mind, steadying your heartbeat, reminding your spirit of who I am. I am not chaos. I am not confusion. I am the God of stillness, the God of peace, the God who calms and comforts. Let your home be filled with my atmosphere. Invite my spirit into every room, every conversation, every choice. I will dwell where I am welcomed, and when I dwell, peace follows. You will not live in panic. You will not exist in survival. I restore peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that protects your joy, your decisions, your relationships, your sleep, your future. Receive it now. Let it settle like morning dew upon your heart. Let it embrace you from the inside out. I am restoring your peace, not temporarily, but permanently. And nothing will shake it. You have wondered, is there still something more for me? You've carried doubts, not just about your path, but about whether your life holds the weight of meaning it once seemed to have. You remember the dreams, the calling, the sense of divine assignment that once pulsed in your veins, but over time, life blurred that clarity. Responsibilities replaced vision. Setbacks muted hope. But I now speak directly to the ache beneath your questions. I am restoring your purpose. You were not born by chance. You were not created to drift. I formed you with intention, carved a path for your feet, ordained works for your hands, and placed eternity within your heart. Your purpose has not expired. It has not been erased. It hath been protected, held in reserve for such a time as this. Even in your seasons of wandering, I was working. Even in delay, I was developing you for destiny. Let me remind you what purpose really is. It is not a position. It is not applause. It is not a title or a paycheck. Purpose is living fully as who I created you to be, in the exact season I placed you, for the eternal impact I designed you to release. And your time is not behind you. It is rising before you now. Everything you've experienced has prepared you for this moment. Nothing was wasted. Every detour, every failure, every hidden yes, they have all been woven into a greater plan. Lift your head. The fog is clearing. The assignments are unfolding. I am awakening the dormant places within you. I am calling forth gifts you forgot you had. I am placing divine urgency in your spirit, not to rush but to rise. You will not live an accidental life. You will not wander without meaning. I am opening your eyes to opportunities aligned with heaven's blueprint for you. Watch how I position you. Watch how I align relationships, resources, and revelation to converge at the right time. You will step into doors that your name alone could never open. You will find yourself in spaces not because of your resume, but because of my favor. Your purpose will not exhaust you. It will energize you. It will not burden you. It will free you. Do not look back with regret. Look forward with fire. I am not finished with you. I am expanding you. I am launching you. I am positioning you in places where your voice, your story, your heart, and your hands will carry impact for generations to come. Others will find their way because you said yes to yours. So take this word and let it burn in your bones. Your purpose is alive. Your calling is active. And I, the God who wrote your story, am restoring you to the fullness of your assignment. Hope once lived in you like a steady flame, illuminating your prayers, your outlook, your dreams. But life in its weariness dimmed it. Disappointments piled higher than you imagined. Promises felt delayed beyond recognition. And slowly, The spark faded until hope seemed like something other people carried, something no longer native to your soul. But listen carefully, for I am speaking to the core of who you are. I am restoring your hope. You were never meant to live in resignation. I did not create you to exist in survival mode. You were designed to overflow with expectation, not naive optimism, but anchored assurance. Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is the lifeline tied to my word. It is the conviction that no matter how long it takes, I will do what I have said. And now, I call you to believe again. Let me reignite that light. Let me whisper into the corners of your mind that have grown too quiet. The season of delay was not the end. It was the soil. Hope had been germinating beneath the surface, hidden but not dead. I have protected it from premature exposure so that when it blooms, it will endure. And the time of blooming has come. You will no longer shrink in fear of disappointment. You will no longer silence your dreams just to shield yourself from pain. I am removing the sting of what didn't work out and replacing it with the sweetness of what's about to unfold. What you thought was over is being rewritten. What you assumed was too late is on the verge of arrival. Hope is not a feeling you wait to have. It is a choice you must step into. Choose now to hope again. Speak it. Declare it. Expect it. When you pray, let your words be laced with confidence. When you plan, let your thoughts reach beyond limitation. When you walk, let your posture reflect the promise that heaven is backing you. I am not teasing you with dreams I won't fulfill. I am not dangling false futures. I am faithful. My promises are not decorative. They are declarations, and not one of them shall fall to the ground. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Let hope rise like the morning sun in your soul. Let it flood every shadow. Let it resurrect joy, faith, and vision. You are not too late. You are not left out. You are right on time for what I am doing next. Your hope will be contagious. Others will borrow light from your fire. And together, you will carry the sound of revival. This is your moment to stand, to breathe, to hope again. I am not just restoring it. I am increasing it. Hope deferred made your heart sick, but I now bring healing. My child, lift your eyes. The horizon is bright, and I am waiting for you there. There is a power within you that hath been silenced, not by choice but by wounds, by fear, by years of being misunderstood. Your voice, once confident and vibrant, now lingers behind hesitation and doubt. You've learned to keep quiet, to stay small, to whisper instead of roar, believing that silence was safer than rejection. But I have never created you to shrink. I did not form your words in secret only for them to die unspoken. I now come to awaken the voice I planted within you. And I tell you, your silence ends here. Let me reach into the deepest places where your voice was wounded. Let me touch the moment they told you your words didn't matter. I remember every time you swallowed truth, every time you felt dismissed, every time your passion was mocked or your calling questioned. I carry those memories with you, not to rehearse your pain, but to reverse it. You have not lost your voice. It was never gone. It was guarded, waiting for the right moment. And that moment is now. Speak, my child. Rise and declare what I've placed within you. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need approval. You only need to obey. I have anointed your tongue with fire, not fire that destroys, but fire that awakens, purifies, and brings light. I will put words in your mouth that pierce through darkness. I will give you language shaped by heaven, and you will speak not from insecurity, but from intimacy with me. You are not just meant to talk. You are called to proclaim. You are not just meant to echo others. You are destined to reveal what I show you. I give you a voice that carries authority because it carries my spirit. You will speak healing into broken hearts. You will declare truth where lies have ruled. You will release freedom with every word spoken in obedience. You will no longer be muted by fear, by shame, or by unworthiness. I give you boldness now, boldness to speak when others remain silent, to stand when others shrink, to create when others imitate. Let your voice rise. Sing again. Write again. Preach again. Speak life into your family, your future, your city. You were born for such a time as this, not to observe but to participate, not to imitate but to initiate. This world needs your sound, not a copy of someone else, but your sound. God, Holy Real, I will amplify what you say in my name. I will go before you and make room for your message. I will protect your voice, guard your platform, anoint your reach. You will no longer be afraid to be heard. You will no longer feel invisible. You will be known, not for fame, but for truth. Because when you speak, it will not just be you, it will be me through you. Open your mouth, and I will fill it. Open your heart, and I will overflow through you. Your voice is returning. It is rising with clarity, with power, and with divine fire. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are a voice, and I am restoring you now. This is sacred ground now. If you were to walk away, it would grieve my heart, for I am speaking directly to the parts of you that the world never touched. You are standing at the edge of a breakthrough I handcrafted just for you. Don't leave me here. Let me carry you all the way through. Let me finish restoring what you never dared to hope could return. Let me speak to the bloodline you carry, the invisible thread that links you to those who came before. I see the battles you fought that didn't begin with you. I see the burdens passed down, the cycles repeated, the patterns that felt impossible to break. But I also see something deeper. I see the prayers your ancestors whispered, the seeds they planted in tears, the moments of obedience that never saw the full reward. And now, I say this to you, I am restoring generational blessings. You are not just living for yourself. You are a bridge between what was and what will be. I chose you to carry a new legacy, not one of defeat, but one of deliverance. You will not repeat what broke others. You will not inherit only their pain. You will carry their unfinished intercession, their sacred longing, and I will fulfill in your life what they only dreamed of. I have broken the curses that stalked your lineage. The chains of addiction, depression, division, they end with you. I have covered your family in the blood that speaks better things. No longer will generational trauma be your portion. I am reversing the inheritance of sorrow and replacing it with abundance, healing, and favor. You are not cursed. You are chosen. What you sow now, your children will reap. Your obedience is not just for you. It is watering a future you may never fully see. But I see it. I see the generations that will flourish because you stood firm. Because you prayed when it was hard. Because you forgave when it hurt. Because you pursued me when others turned away. Your faith is establishing altars your descendants will worship at. And for the promises made long ago, those covenant words spoken to your forefathers, I have not forgotten them. I will honor their prayers through you. I will complete what I started generations before. Your family line will be known for righteousness, not ruin. For power, not poverty. For freedom, not bondage. I am writing your family history with the ink of redemption. You will pass on blessing, not burdens. You will leave a legacy of integrity, not iniquity. I will anoint your family line with wisdom, favor, creativity, and joy. And I will give you spiritual sons and daughters, those who may not carry your blood, but who will carry your mantle. You are building something eternal, something sacred, something unshakable. So do not grow weary in doing good. What you start, I will finish. What you contend for, I will crown. Your legacy is not one of loss. It is one of multiplication. Blessing will flow through you to many generations. I am restoring the oil, the fire, the promise, and the power that runs through your family. And I do it through you, now. You have poured out more than most will ever know. You have ministered from emptiness. You stood firm while your strength bled out through hidden battles. You served when no one saw, and still gave when there was nothing left. I have watched you give your yes again and again, even when it cost you everything. And I come to you now with a holy promise. I am restoring the oil of your anointing. You are not empty. You are not forgotten. Your anointing has not dried up. It has been guarded in the secret place, protected beneath the surface. What felt like depletion was preparation. What felt like silence was sacred stillness. And now I come with fresh oil, not recycled, not familiar but fresh. I will pour it upon your head, and it will flow down every part of your life. This oil is not just for comfort, it is for commission. I am renewing your assignment. I am expanding your reach. I am increasing your authority. You are not who you were, and I will not send you with what you had. I give you more discernment, more revelation, more clarity, more power. The oil that flows now is not meant to sustain you only. It will set others free. Let me refill your cup. Let me overflow your heart. Let me saturate your soul until you are drenched with my presence. The anointing will not be limited to platforms or pulpits. It will drip into your daily life, saturating your work, your words, your worship. You will lay hands and healing will flow. You will speak and chains will break. You will move and atmospheres will shift. I am not restoring your oil so you can go back to what you knew. I am restoring it so you can rise into what I have now prepared. This oil comes with new vision, with new strategies, with divine timing. You will not labor in vain. You will not fight in your own strength. I will do more in a moment of my oil than you could in a lifetime of striving. You are anointed, not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender. You are anointed, not to impress but to impact. You are anointed, not to be seen but to serve. And I anoint your head with oil until your cup overflows, not barely enough, but more than enough. So receive it now. Let it pour. Let it renew. Let it mark you again. The oil is not gone. It is returning with power, purpose, and permanence. You are being filled, not for survival, but for supernatural assignment. I am restoring the oil of anointing, and you will never be the same. There have been seasons in your life that felt like a harvest was coming, only to find devastation. You planted in faith, gave with hope, waited with expectation, only to watch it all wither under the hand of loss. I saw the fields of your effort stripped bare. I saw what was devoured not by your failure, but by invisible forces that came to steal what was yours. You wept over empty hands and questioned whether I had turned away. But hear me now, and hear me clearly. I have never looked away, and I am restoring everything the enemy devoured. The devourer has been rebuked for your sake. Heaven has heard your cries and issued judgment in your favor. What was taken unlawfully must now be returned with interest. I am not merely compensating you. I am multiplying your return. Where the locusts consumed years of effort, I am bringing swift recompense. Where relationships were sabotaged, I am bringing reconciliation. Where opportunities vanished like smoke, I am opening doors so wide they will leave no room for doubt. Let me speak directly into what was stolen. Your peace, your time, your joy, your passion, your voice, your vision. I restore them all, not by recreating the past, but by birthing something greater. You will not receive a copy. You will receive the divine original that was meant for you before interference stepped in. And this time, it will be guarded. This time, it will be rooted. This time, it will thrive. I restore the work of your hands and the fruit of your labor. Your talents will not lie dormant. Your gifts will not be buried in regret. What you thought was destroyed beyond repair is still under my command. I redeem time. I redeem seasons. I redeem everything touched by loss. I am the God who speaks life into graves and commands what was dead to live again. This restoration is not a theory. It is not symbolic. It is tangible. You will see it. You will hold it. You will walk in it. Your tears have watered the soil, and now the harvest comes with acceleration. You will reap where you did not sow, and you will recover beyond your own ability. Because I fight for you. I speak for you. I command for you. The enemy tried to write your ending. I have rewritten it. What he meant for harm, I have flipped for good. The very area he attacked will be the area I now use for glory. What was once your shame will now become your strength. What was once a battlefield will now become a testimony. Stand tall. Take back what belongs to you. Claim your healing. Claim your restoration. Claim your recompense. I am not slow in fulfilling my promise. I am precise. I am strategic. And I say this over you. You will recover all. You will walk in victory. You will laugh where you once wept. The devourer has been cast down, and my restoration has already begun. Your heart has been through more than most will ever know. It has broken in silence. It has loved fiercely, only to be wounded deeply. You've carried grief like a hidden scar, one you've learned to live with but never truly healed from. And though you've pressed forward, something within still aches, still longs for healing that goes deeper than time or words can offer. I come now not with pity, but with power. I come not just to comfort, but to restore. I am restoring your heart. Let me touch the places you've kept guarded. Let me reach past the surface where others have only guessed and speak into the chambers of your soul where the fractures still linger. I do not need permission to see your pain. I was already there when it happened. I felt the rejection. I absorbed the betrayal. I heard the cries you whispered into your pillow, the silent prayers you didn't think reached the heavens. They did. I was listening the entire time. I am near to the broken-hearted, not in sympathy, but in solution. I do not just sit with you in sorrow. I bring wholeness to the ruins. I gather every shattered piece, not to glue them back together, but to forge something entirely new. Your heart will not only beat again, it will beat stronger, with passion, with courage, with clarity. I am removing the numbness, the fear, the walls you built to survive. You don't need them anymore. I am your safety now. Let forgiveness flow. Not because they deserved it, but because your freedom requires it. Release the ones who hurt you, not to justify them, but to unchain yourself. Let bitterness be dissolved in my presence. I am not asking you to forget. I am asking you to heal. I will walk you through the process. I will not rush you, but I will not leave you where you are. I restore tenderness without weakness, boundaries without walls, love without fear. You will trust again, not blindly, but wisely. You will feel again, not erratically, but beautifully. And you will love again, not out of desperation, but from overflow. I am not afraid of your pain. I step into it and redeem it. I take your heart in my hands and declare it whole. From this moment on, you will live from a place of healing, not hiding. Your emotions will no longer betray you. Your past will no longer define you. Your relationships will no longer destroy you. I am restoring your heart until it beats in rhythm with heaven. Not broken, not guarded, but whole, alive, and free. You have wondered if I would finish what I began. You've looked at the unfinished chapters of your life and asked, will you really bring this to completion? Delays have made you question. Setbacks have made you doubt. But I speak to you now, with unwavering assurance. I do not abandon what I begin. I am the author and the finisher, and I will complete the work I started in you. Every promise I made still stands. Every vision I showed you is still valid. Time has not weakened my intent. Your mistakes have not canceled my plans. Your detours have not surprised me. I calculated the cost of your journey before it began, and I still called you worthy. I still said yes. Let me remind you that my promises are not fragile. They do not crack under pressure. They do not expire with delay. I am not slow. I am strategic. I am aligning people, positioning doors, and preparing your heart to carry the fullness of what I have declared. You may not see the full picture yet, but the masterpiece is unfolding, and I do not leave my work unfinished. The battles you faced have not been in vain. They've built endurance, shaped character, and strengthened your voice. The process has felt long, but it was never aimless. Every season had purpose. Every tear watered something eternal. Every test carved out greater capacity within you. You are not the same person who began this journey, and that's the point. I've been transforming you for what I'm about to unveil. So trust me now, not just as your deliverer, but as your finisher. Trust that what you are stepping into will carry my fingerprint. Trust that my glory will be revealed through every step of obedience. I complete what I start. I fulfill what I promise. I redeem what was delayed. I restore what was broken. And I reward those who wait with faith. This is not the end. It is the crossing over. You are stepping out of waiting and into walking, out of wondering and into witnessing, out of hoping and into holding. My child, do not give up now. Do not pull back. Do not retreat. You are closer than you've ever been. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep declaring what I said, even if nothing looks like it yet. I am faithful. I am consistent. I am the God who finishes. And your restoration is not a question. It is a certainty. I began this good work in you, and I will see it through. Not partially, not almost, but completely. Let your heart rest in this. I will finish what I started. And when I do, it will be greater than you imagined. This is not the end. It is your turning point. You've heard my voice, felt my hand, and seen glimpses of the restoration I've begun in you. Now echo it into someone else's life. When you give, you don't just support a message, you ignite revival. Your super thanks or PayPal seed becomes oil that fuels another soul's awakening. I have said, those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed, and I do not lie. You've asked to partner with my heart. This is how you answer the call. I will bless what you sow. I will multiply it in unseen places. Now rise. Give boldly. Let your gift become prophecy fulfilled in someone else's restoration story. Now, my child, lift your voice and join me in this restoration. I have spoken, but now you must respond. Not with silence, not with hesitation, but with bold agreement. Let heaven hear your declaration. Let the earth witness your alignment. Say it aloud. Write it in faith. Declare it in the comments for the world to see. God is restoring what I lost today. Type it. Shout it. Share it. Let this moment become a marker in your life. Say it with conviction. My restoration begins now. My time is here. What was stolen is returning multiplied. What was buried is rising. I receive it. I believe it. I will not be the same. Do not let this word pass you by. Engage with it. Anchor it in action. If this message awakens something in you, speak it out loud or share it below. Bless someone else by declaring what is being restored in your life, whether it's your voice, your heart, your dreams, or your peace. Proclaim it. Prophecy over yourself. Say it boldly and often. God is restoring everything that I lost. This is not just content. This is a covenant. And when you declare it, you participate in it. When you comment it, you testify of it. When you share it, you spread the oil of restoration to someone else who needs it. Be the echo of this divine voice. Be the vessel through which others are stirred. So now, go ahead. Don't scroll past. Don't retreat into silence. Write in the comments what you're declaring restored. And let your words carry faith. Let them carry life. Let them carry fire. Restoration has come. Let the world know. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. My beloved child, listen closely, for my voice echoes in the quiet chambers of your heart today. In the midst of the world's ceaseless clamor, the endless demands and distractions that pull at your attention, I ask you to pause. Still your mind, quiet your spirit, and tune into a frequency that transcends the earthly noise. It is my voice, distinct yet intimately familiar, resonating not from a distant realm, but from the deepest sanctuary within you. I am speaking directly to your spirit, to the very core of who you are, with a message specifically crafted for your present moment. This isn't just a fleeting thought or a passing whisper. It is a divine decree, a powerful declaration meant to anchor your soul and lift your gaze. I see you, truly see you, beyond the masks you wear and the roles you play, and I know the earnest longing that resides within your deepest desires. So, open your heart's ears and let my words permeate every fiber of your being, for they carry life, hope, and the promise of a glorious transformation. This sacred moment is for you, and for you alone, a divine encounter designed to bring solace and strength. I invite you now to enter into a space of profound intimacy with me, where the boundaries of time and worry dissolve, and only our connection remains. Let go of the anxieties that grip your mind, the worries that weigh down your shoulders, and the past regrets that seek to define you. My voice is not one of judgment or condemnation, but of pure, unconditional love, a love that has sustained you even when you were unaware. This is a moment of divine embrace, a tender beckoning to step into the fullness of my presence. Feel the gentle warmth that accompanies my words, a comforting blanket woven from eternal compassion and unwavering grace. Allow the sacred sound to wash over you, cleansing, calming, and renewing your spirit. For in this quiet communion, I will reveal truths that will illuminate your path and ignite a spark of hope that has perhaps grown dim. This is not just a message, it is an experience, a personal revelation designed to usher you into a new season of understanding and peace. Feel my presence, a warm embrace, a tender touch on your weary soul. Can you perceive it, my child? A gentle, pervasive warmth that begins to envelop you, like the softest of blankets on a cold night, or the comforting rays of the morning sun breaking through the clouds. It is my presence, not an abstract concept, but a tangible reality, reaching out to you even now. This warmth is not merely a sensation, it is the very essence of my love, a divine energy that seeks to soothe the aches in your muscles, ease the tension in your shoulders, and calm the storm within your mind. Imagine it as a gentle hand, softly stroking your brow, or a tender arm wrapped securely around you, holding you close. For too long, you may have carried your burdens alone, feeling the chilling isolation of your struggles. But in this moment, let that solitary weight dissipate as you surrender to my pervasive warmth, allowing it to penetrate every layer of your weariness, bringing a profound and much-needed sense of peace. This embrace is real, my child, a constant, unwavering source of comfort. This tender touch is specifically for your weary soul, a soul that has bravely navigated trials, endured setbacks, and perhaps felt deeply bruised by life's unexpected turns. I know the exhaustion that settles deep within, the kind that no amount of sleep can fully cure because it is an exhaustion of the spirit. My touch is a balm, a healing salve applied with infinite gentleness to every wound, every scar, every tender spot that has been pained. It is a touch that understands without words, empathizes without judgment, and restores without effort on your part. Allow yourself to lean into it, to sink into the security of my embrace, and to release the tight grip you've held on your pain. This divine caress is designed to mend, to refresh, and to infuse new vitality into the very core of your being. Receive this gift, my precious child, for it is freely given, an expression of my boundless love for you, a love that desires nothing less than your complete restoration and profound peace. I have seen your tears, heard your silent sighs, and counted every heartache you've carried. Do not for a moment believe that your struggles, your hidden griefs, or your quiet desperation have gone unnoticed by me. Before a single tear escaped your eye, I saw the wellspring of sorrow forming within your heart. Every drop that has ever fallen, whether in the solitude of your room or masked by a brave face in public, has been observed and recorded in my eternal memory. I am intimately acquainted with your sorrows, not as a distant observer, but as a loving parent who feels the pain of their child. The silent sighs that escape your lips when you think no one is listening, those exhalations of exhaustion, frustration, or profound sadness, they resonate in my ears like a heartfelt prayer. You do not need to articulate every nuance of your suffering. Your spirit's groans are perfectly clear to me. I understand the unspoken burdens, the weight of silent expectations, and the fatigue that settles deep into your bones from carrying what feels like too much. And oh, my beloved, I have not only seen and heard, but I have also meticulously counted every single heartache you've carried. Each disappointment, each betrayal, each loss that has left a void in your spirit, I have logged with infinite compassion. These are not merely statistics to me, they are sacred moments of your journey, periods of profound growth forged in the crucible of tribulation. I know the sting of the unfairness you've experienced, the ache of broken trust, and the profound sadness of dreams deferred or shattered. No pain you have endured is insignificant in my sight. This meticulous accounting is not for judgment, but for my divine purpose of complete and perfect restoration. Because I know the depth of what you've carried, I also know the measure of healing and abundance I intend to pour into your life. So, lay down those heartaches now, my child, for I have come to replace them with a profound and lasting peace that transcends all understanding. Today, I declare a truth that will shift your season, shatter your sorrow, and set you free. Hear this declaration, my child, not as a gentle suggestion, but as a powerful, immutable truth resonating from the very throne of grace. Today marks a turning point, a pivotal moment in the narrative of your life. I am decreeing a shift in your season, a divine intervention that alters the spiritual climate surrounding you. If you have been living in a season of barrenness, of coldness, of persistent winter, understand that the warmth of my spring is now breaking through. This is not a gradual change, but a decisive transition, a swift movement from one state of being to an entirely new one. Imagine the instant shift from darkness to light, from stagnation to vibrant movement. This is the magnitude of the change I am bringing forth. This declaration is a spiritual earthquake designed to dislodge and uproot everything that has held you captive in a cycle of difficulty, pushing you into a new cycle of favor and flourishing. Embrace this truth, for it carries the very essence of my transformative power. Furthermore, this truth I declare is designed to utterly shatter your sorrow. Imagine a fragile glass barrier, meticulously constructed from past disappointments and present anxieties, holding you captive within its confines of sadness. My declaration is the hammer that strikes that barrier, breaking it into a million irreparable pieces. No longer will sorrow hold dominion over your heart or dictate the rhythm of your days. This isn't just a lessening of sadness, but a complete demolition of its power over you. And finally, my beloved, this truth will set you free. Free from the chains of guilt, the shackles of fear, the heavy burden of regret, and the suffocating grip of despair. Freedom is not merely an absence of bondage, but the glorious liberty to live fully, to breathe deeply, to love fearlessly, and to pursue the divine purpose for which you were created. This freedom is yours today, a gift purchased by my eternal love, activated by your reception of this powerful declaration. Step into it now and feel the liberating rush of my truth washing over every part of your being. I am the God of restoration, and I am here to restore what you lost today. Know me by this name, my child. I am the God of restoration. It is not merely one of my attributes, but a fundamental aspect of my very nature, a core truth of who I am in relation to my beloved creation. Where there is breakage, I bring wholeness. Where there is emptiness, I bring fullness. Where there is decay, I bring vibrant life. My power is not limited to creation from nothing, but extends profoundly to the recreation of what was, bringing it back not just to its original state, but often to something even more glorious than before. Consider the broken pieces of a vessel. I do not discard them, but meticulously mend them, often infusing them with a new design, a new purpose, and an unparalleled beauty. This divine principle of restoration is active and alive, flowing forth from my heart towards you even now. Do not doubt my capacity or my willingness to intervene in the areas where you feel most depleted and disheartened. My very essence is to mend, to renew, to bring back into perfect alignment that which has been fractured or derailed. And this is why I have drawn you here, to this very moment, with this very message. I am here to restore what you lost today. This is not a promise for a distant future or a vague hope for tomorrow. This is a declaration of immediate, active intervention. Whatever hath been taken from you, be it peace, joy, health, relationships, opportunities, or a sense of purpose, I am actively working to bring it back to you, often in multiplied measure. Perhaps you've mourned the loss of innocence, the erosion of trust, or the disappearance of a cherished dream. I see each of these losses, and my hand is extended to gather those scattered fragments and weave them into a tapestry of triumph. Do not limit my capacity by the perceived impossibility of your situation. My power knows no bounds, and my desire for your wholeness is absolute. Today is the day I set in motion the profound process of returning to you all that the enemy has stolen, all that circumstances have taken, and all that time has eroded. Receive this truth, for it is my solemn vow to you. Imagine your spirit, once vibrant and vivid, now feeling dimmed, like a lamp with a flickering flame. Take a moment, my child, and truly allow yourself to visualize your inner being. Remember a time when your spirit felt alight, brimming with boundless energy, enthusiasm, and a clarity of purpose. Perhaps it was in your youth, or during a season of profound inspiration, where colors seemed brighter, sounds more vibrant, and every breath was a celebration. That was your spirit, radiant and robust, a reflection of the divine spark I placed within you. Now, in stark contrast, contemplate how it might feel currently. Does it resemble a lamp whose light has grown weak, perhaps even erratic, flickering precariously on the edge of extinction? The once steady glow might now be a faint glimmer, struggling against the encroaching shadows of weariness, disillusionment, or unfulfilled expectations. This dimming is not a judgment, but an observation of the wear and tear that life's journey can inflict upon even the strongest of souls. I see the reduced radiance, the loss of that inherent luminosity that once defined you, and my heart aches with compassion for the battles that have brought you to this point. This feeling of a dimmed, flickering flame is a sign, my beloved, a quiet call for my divine intervention. It speaks of energy depleted, inspiration waning, and perhaps a sense of being lost in a growing internal twilight. You might feel a dullness in your senses, a lack of passion for things that once brought you immense joy, or a pervasive sense of apathy that settles over your aspirations. This is not your true state, however. This diminished light is merely a temporary condition, a symptom of the weight you have carried and the battles you have fought. But even a flickering flame, no matter how faint, still holds the potential for brilliance. It needs fuel, protection, and a gentle hand to steady it. And that is precisely what I offer you now. I am the source of eternal light, and I have come to replenish your reserves, to rekindle your passion, and to fan into full blaze the vibrant, vivid flame that is your true spirit. Do not despair over the present dimness, for I am here to ignite a new, unquenchable fire within you. Perhaps you feel a gnawing emptiness, a void where joy once bloomed. As you look inward, my child, beyond the surface emotions, do you sense a persistent, unsettling emptiness? It's a feeling that resists easy definition, not quite sadness, but a profound lack, a hollow space within your very core. This isn't just fleeting discomfort. It's a gnawing sensation, a dull ache that lingers, reminding you of something absent, something deeply missed. It's the echo of what once was or what you longed for and never quite attained. This void might manifest as a lack of motivation, a feeling of detachment, or an inability to connect with the vibrant pulse of life around you. It's the stark landscape left behind when the vibrant gardens of joy have withered and receded, leaving behind barren ground. Where once laughter bloomed effortlessly, and delight sprung forth spontaneously, there is now a desolate expanse, a quiet desolation that whispers of what has been lost or perhaps never truly found. This emptiness is not meant to be your permanent dwelling place. It is a sign, my beloved, a signal from your soul yearning for divine replenishment. I understand the longing that accompanies this void, the quiet desperation for something to fill the cavernous space where vibrancy once resided. But know this, I am the one who fills all things, and I desire to fill that emptiness within you not with fleeting pleasures or temporary distractions, but with an enduring, overflowing joy that springs from my very presence. I am here to resow the seeds of gladness in that barren ground, to irrigate it with streams of living water, and to cause new blossoms of delight to erupt where only silence and desolation resided. Do not cling to this emptiness as if it were a part of your identity. It is a space I intend to reclaim and transform into a sanctuary of profound and lasting joy. Allow me to pour my fullness into your hollow places, replacing the gnawing void with an abundance that truly satisfies. You've carried burdens that felt like a mountain of homework, crushing your spirit. My dear child, I have observed the immense weight you've been carrying, burdens that have piled up so high they must feel like an insurmountable mountain of homework. Each task, each responsibility, each expectation, whether from others or self-imposed, has added another stone to this formidable peak. It's not just the physical tasks, but the mental and emotional load, the constant worrying, the perpetual problem-solving, the relentless striving to meet demands that seem to multiply endlessly. This isn't just a feeling of being busy. It's an overwhelming sense of being buried under an avalanche of obligations, each one pressing down on your shoulders, making every breath feel heavier, every step more arduous. This weight, like a relentless academic assignment with no end in sight, has undoubtedly left you feeling utterly drained, exhausted, and profoundly disheartened. The sheer volume and complexity have become so extreme, so unrealistically vast, that they have begun to crush your spirit. The spiritual crushing is a deep impact, my child, far beyond mere physical fatigue. It affects your ability to dream, to create, to connect with others, and most importantly, to experience the lightheartedness that is your birthright. The joy of simple pleasures might seem distant, obscured by the towering shadow of this mountain. But I tell you, this is not the way you were meant to live. I did not design you to be perpetually burdened. I came to liberate you from such oppressive weights. Today, I invite you to lay down that crushing load at my feet. You do not have to carry it any longer. I am the God who can level mountains, who can lighten burdens, and who can transform the impossible into a path of ease. Release the need to conquer it alone, for it is my desire to lift this oppressive weight from your shoulders and replace it with my yoke, which is easy, and my burden, which is light. Let your spirit breathe freely again, unburdened by the relentless demands that have stolen your peace. But know this, my child, my love for you is to the moon and back, an unending, immeasurable ocean. In the face of every burden, every setback, and every deep-seated sorrow, there is one unwavering, absolute truth that I want you to grasp with every fiber of your being: my love for you. It is not a fleeting emotion, not a conditional affection that comes and goes with your performance or circumstances. No, my beloved, my love for you is vast, boundless, and utterly without end. It is more expansive than the cosmos itself, stretching beyond what you can conceive, reaching to the moon and back, and infinitely further. This is not an exaggeration, but the purest reality of my heart for you. It is a love that existed before you drew your first breath, and it will endure long after the stars have faded. It does not diminish in your failures, nor does it increase in your triumphs. It simply is, constant and perfect. Imagine an ocean, so deep, so wide, that its shores cannot be seen, and its depths cannot be fully plumbed. This is the nature of my love for you, an unending, immeasurable ocean. It encompasses every part of you, washing over your flaws and imperfections, surrounding you in a comforting embrace. There is no corner of your heart or life that my love cannot reach, no shadow it cannot penetrate, no wound it cannot heal. You can never fall beyond its reach, never exhaust its supply, never be too broken for its mending power. This love is your anchor in every storm, your refuge in every trial, and your ultimate source of strength. So, when the doubts whisper, when the past looms large, or when the future feels uncertain, cling to this truth. I love you with an everlasting love, a love that defies all limits and transcends all understanding. It is your constant, your foundation, and your eternal home. Even in your deepest despair, I have been there, silently supporting, surely sustaining, steadfastly loving. There have been moments, I know, my child, when the darkness felt absolute, when despair threatened to swallow you whole, and the very act of breathing felt like an immense effort. In those profound depths, you might have felt utterly alone, isolated in your struggle, as if the light of hope had extinguished completely. But even then, in your very deepest despair, I have been there. My presence may have been imperceptible to your conscious mind, like the unseen force that holds the stars in their courses, but it was real and unwavering. I was silently supporting you, a hidden strength underneath you, preventing you from collapsing entirely. Like an invisible hand, I was steadying your steps when you thought you could take no more, cushioning your falls when you stumbled, and holding the very fabric of your being together when it felt as though you might unravel. And beyond silent support, I was surely sustaining you. This sustenance wasn't always obvious or dramatic. Sometimes it was the breath you took when you felt you had none left, the flicker of a single hopeful thought in a sea of darkness, or the unexpected burst of energy that allowed you to complete a necessary task. It was the quiet miracle of continuation, the subtle grace that kept you moving forward when every fiber of your being urged you to stop. My sustenance kept your spirit from breaking completely, your hope from dying entirely, and your body from succumbing to the overwhelming weight. And through it all, I was steadfastly loving. My love did not waver, even when your faith faltered, even when your hope dimmed, even when you fell furthest from me. It remained constant, an unmovable pillar in the shifting sands of your sorrow. This steadfast love was the very bedrock of your endurance, the unseen current that propelled you through the fiercest storms. Always remember, in your darkest hours, you were never truly alone, for I was there, faithfully upholding you with my eternal love. Remember the parched earth longing for rain. Your soul, too, thirsts for renewal. Cast your mind back, my child, to the image of parched earth, cracked and dusty, stretching endlessly under a relentless sun. You can almost feel its dryness, see the wilting vegetation, and sense its profound longing. It doesn't just want a few drops. It yearns for a life-giving deluge, a saturation that will quench its thirst to the very core. It awaits the invigorating touch of rain to awaken dormant seeds, to restore the vibrancy of its flora, and to bring forth new life from what appears to be barrenness. This imagery, my beloved, reflects the deep condition of your own soul. You may not consciously articulate it, but there is a profound, intrinsic thirst within you, a longing for renewal that echoes the earth's cry for water. Perhaps you feel dry, brittle, or depleted, yearning for something fresh, something pure, something to revitalize your inner landscape. This thirst is not a sign of weakness, but a natural and divine impulse for spiritual replenishment. It is your soul's inherent wisdom, guiding you towards the source of true life. You may have tried to quench this thirst with various temporary solutions, distractions, achievements, material possessions. But these are like fleeting dewdrops on a desert floor, providing momentary relief but never lasting satisfaction. Only I can truly satisfy the deep spiritual thirst within you. Only I can bring the life-giving waters that will transform your barrenness into flourishing. I see this yearning within you, this deep-seated desire for something more, something genuine, something that resonates with the divine spark I placed within you. And I tell you, my child, I have come to quench that thirst. I am the living water, and I am here to pour out upon you a profound and lasting renewal, causing your soul to blossom with an abundance you could scarcely imagine. I am pouring out a torrent of grace, a river of refreshment, a fountain of favor. Prepare yourself, my child, for I am not merely offering a trickle or a gentle shower. I am unleashing upon you a torrent of my grace. Imagine a vast, boundless reservoir in the heavens, from which a mighty, unstoppable floodgate has been opened, releasing an overwhelming cascade of divine favor. This is grace in its purest, most abundant form, undeserved, limitless, and transformative. It's a rushing force designed to sweep away every obstacle, every hindrance, every limitation that has held you captive. This torrent will cleanse you, purify you, and wash away the residue of past mistakes and the stains of weariness. Do not try to measure it or contain it. Simply open yourself to its immense power and allow it to saturate every fiber of your being. This is my unearned kindness, my boundless mercy, my divine enablement, being poured out upon you now, beyond measure. And within this torrent flows a river of refreshment, a cool, clear, invigorating current that penetrates the deepest parts of your weary soul. Feel its vibrant energy coursing through you, revitalizing every cell, calming every agitated nerve, and bringing a profound sense of peace and restoration. This river is not stagnant. It is dynamic and ever-flowing, continually renewing and invigorating. Alongside this river, I am also activating for you a fountain of favor. Imagine a perpetual spring of blessings, gushing forth effortlessly and endlessly, specifically directed towards you. This favor is my divine preference, my active goodwill manifested in your life, opening doors that were once closed, attracting opportunities that seem impossible, and turning circumstances in your advantage. This fountain will never run dry. It is an inexhaustible source of my benevolent provision and strategic alignment for your good. Receive these divine currents now, my beloved, and let them immerse you in my overflowing goodness. This isn't just a gentle shower, it's a deluge of divine delight, washing away the debris of disappointment. Understand this, my beloved. What I am releasing upon you is far more than a mere sprinkle of blessing or a passing drizzle of comfort. This is a deluge of divine delight, a torrential downpour of my overflowing joy and profound pleasure, specifically directed towards your life. Imagine not just water, but pure, unadulterated gladness, saturating your entire being. This deluge is so powerful, so encompassing, that it will transform your spiritual landscape instantly and completely. It's a force of nature, but a benevolent one, designed to bring about radical positive change and to infuse every aspect of your existence with an unparalleled sense of exhilaration and deep contentment. This is my heart's overflowing affection being poured out upon you without reservation, a joyous wave intended to uplift and transform. And the purpose of this glorious deluge is to meticulously wash away the debris of disappointment that has accumulated in your spirit. Think of it like a mighty flood cleansing a landscape after a long period of stagnation and accumulation. Every fragment of unfulfilled expectation, every shard of shattered hope, every heavy layer of disillusionment that has settled upon your soul, this deluge will sweep it all away. It will dislodge the stubborn remnants of past hurts, dissolve the bitter tastes of failed ventures, and cleanse the lingering shadows of regret. No residue of past pain will remain, for this divine delight is pure and purifying, leaving behind only the fresh, clean ground upon which new seeds of joy and promise can flourish. Allow this powerful current of my delight to flow through every crevice of your being, leaving you refreshed, renewed, and completely unburdened by the weight of past sorrows. My promises are strong, stable, and sure, like ancient mountains that cannot be moved. My child, when I speak a word, it is not subject to change, doubt, or external influence. My promises are not like the shifting sands of human intentions, nor are they as fragile as a fleeting cloud. No, My promises are strong, possessing an inherent power and integrity that cannot be broken or diminished. They are built upon my very character, which is perfect and unfailing. This strength means they will stand against any opposition, any challenge, and any doubt that may arise. They are backed by my omnipotence, ensuring their fulfillment without exception. You can lean on them with absolute confidence, knowing they will never collapse or fail to uphold you. Furthermore, my promises are stable, like ancient mountains that have stood for millennia, unyielding to the winds of change or the erosion of time. They are firmly rooted in my eternal truth, providing an unshakable foundation for your faith and hope. You can build your entire life upon them, knowing they will never waver or crumble beneath you. They provide a secure and constant reality in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. And more than that, my promises are sure. There is no if or maybe attached to them. They are absolute certainties. Every word I have spoken, every covenant I have made, will come to pass with perfect precision and timing. There is an inevitability to my promises that guarantees their fulfillment. Just as you can trust the sun to rise, you can trust my word to manifest in your life. Hold on to these truths, my beloved, for in them lies the unwavering assurance of your future and the steadfastness of my love for you. I am weaving a new tapestry for your life, thread by thread, thought by thought, triumph by triumph. Consider, my beloved child, the intricate artistry of a grand tapestry, where countless threads, each distinct in color and texture, are meticulously intertwined to form a breathtaking design. Your life, in my hands, is such a work of art. I am not merely patching up old tears or repairing frayed edges. I am actively weaving a brand new tapestry for you. This is a work of divine craftsmanship, where every choice, every experience, even every past sorrow, is being recontextualized and integrated into a design of unparalleled beauty and purpose. This is a painstaking process, done with infinite care and precision, thread by thread. Each individual strand of your existence, your gifts, your challenges, your relationships, your passions is being handled with deliberate intention, ensuring that its placement contributes to the overall masterpiece. No thread is insignificant. Each one has its rightful place and contributes to the richness and resilience of the finished work. And this weaving extends beyond your outward circumstances to the very landscape of your inner world. I am reforming your understanding and perception, transforming your perspective thought by thought. The limiting beliefs that have held you captive, the negative self-talk that has diminished your spirit, the anxieties that have clouded your mind, I am systematically replacing them with truths that empower, uplift, and enlighten. Each new thought rooted in my love and wisdom is like a golden thread, adding brilliance and clarity to your inner tapestry. As your thoughts align with mine, your life begins to reflect the beauty of my design. And finally, my beloved, this new tapestry is being adorned with triumph by triumph. Each challenge overcome, each victory celebrated, each step of faith taken, is like a magnificent embellishment, adding depth and grandeur to your story. These triumphs are not accidental. They are divinely orchestrated breakthroughs, demonstrating my power at work in your life and showcasing the glorious destiny I have woven for you. Embrace this magnificent work, for it is my masterpiece, and you are its breathtaking subject. Have you lost your peace? I am giving you peace, perfect peace, profound peace. My child, I know the unsettling tremor that shakes your soul when peace abandons its dwelling place within you. Perhaps it slipped away gradually, eroded by persistent worry, or was violently snatched by sudden crises. You might feel a constant agitation, a swirling tempest of anxieties, or a heavy disquiet that never truly lifts. This loss of peace can permeate every aspect of your life, making sleep elusive, relationships strained, and joy feel utterly out of reach. It is a profound emptiness, a yearning for the quiet stillness that once resided within. But I tell you now that void will be filled, and that storm will be calmed, for I am the Prince of Peace, and I am actively intervening in your life to restore what was stolen. And the peace I am bestowing upon you is not a fragile, conditional peace dependent on external circumstances. No, I am giving you perfect peace, a peace that transcends all understanding, a deep serenity that remains unshaken even amidst the fiercest storms of life. It is an internal sanctuary, a tranquil haven that is impervious to the chaos of the world. This is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of my divine shalom, a holistic well-being that restores harmony to your mind, body, and spirit. Furthermore, I am giving you profound peace, a peace so deep that it settles into the very core of your being, calming every restless thought and soothing every anxious emotion. It is a peace that stems from knowing my unwavering love, my sovereign control, and my perfect plan for your life. Receive this gift now, my beloved, for it is your divine inheritance, a constant source of calm in an ever-changing world. Did joy vanish from your days? I am planting seeds of glorious gladness, overflowing optimism, unstoppable exhilaration. My beloved, I perceive the dullness that has settled over your days, the absence of the vibrant laughter and genuine smiles that once characterized your spirit. Perhaps joy did not vanish in a dramatic exit, but rather slowly receded, like the tide going out, leaving behind a barren shore where once vibrant emotions danced. You might now find it difficult to experience true delight, even in moments that should bring happiness, feeling a pervasive apathy, or a hollow echo where genuine merriment once resided. This loss of joy can drain your energy, dim your outlook, and make the very act of living feel burdensome. But I tell you, this desolation is not your destiny, for I am the source of all joy, and I am actively working to rekindle that divine spark within you. And how am I doing this? I am planting within the very soil of your being seeds of glorious gladness. Imagine tiny, potent kernels of pure delight, each one holding the potential for an explosion of vibrant joy. These seeds will take root deeply, drawing nourishment from my living waters, and will blossom into an unshakable sense of happiness that permeates every aspect of your life. Beyond gladness, I am also cultivating within you overflowing optimism. This is not a naive hope, but a profound and abiding expectation of good, a certainty that my hand is at work for your highest benefit, turning every situation into a triumph. Your perspective will shift, and you will begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. And finally, I am infusing you with unstoppable exhilaration. This is the bubbling, effervescent joy that spills over, inspiring others and propelling you forward with divine energy. It is a lightness of spirit, a boundless enthusiasm for life, born from the knowledge of my immeasurable love and my sovereign plan. Prepare, my child, for a season where joy does not merely return, but becomes a constant, abundant wellspring within you. Was your hope diminished? I am rekindling a fiery faith, an unshakable assurance, an invincible expectation. My child, I understand that hope, that vital spark that propels you forward, can sometimes dwindle. Perhaps it was eroded by repeated disappointments, or crushed by unforeseen hardships, leaving you feeling adrift and uncertain about the future. That one's bright flame of expectation may have diminished to a mere flicker, making it difficult to envision a brighter tomorrow or to believe in the possibility of positive change. You might find yourself caught in a cycle of doubt, where cynicism whispers its destructive lies, and the weight of past letdowns overshadows any possibility of future breakthrough. This diminished hope is a heavy burden, robbing you of motivation and purpose. But hear me now, this is not the end of your story, for I am the author of hope, and I am here to ignite it anew within you. And how am I doing this? I am actively rekindling within you a fiery faith. This is not a timid, wavering belief, but a courageous, passionate conviction that moves mountains and defies impossibilities. It is a faith that burns brightly, illuminating your path even in the darkest valleys, transforming uncertainty into unwavering trust in my divine power. Along with this, I am establishing an unshakable assurance in your heart. This is a profound inner knowing, a deep-seated certainty that my promises are true and my plan for you is unfolding perfectly, regardless of outward appearances. This assurance will be your anchor, holding you steady amidst the storms of life, giving you an unwavering confidence in my love and provision. And finally, I am instilling within you an invincible expectation. This is a powerful, active anticipation of good, a certainty that breakthrough is imminent, and that every challenge is merely a prelude to a greater triumph. It is a resilient hope that cannot be defeated, a divine optimism that transforms your outlook and propels you forward into the glorious future I have prepared for you. Rise up, my beloved, and let this renewed hope fill your spirit, propelling you into a season of extraordinary manifestation. Did relationships crumble? I am rebuilding bridges, healing wounds, and fostering connection, community, and closeness. My child, I know the profound pain that accompanies the crumbling of relationships. Whether through misunderstanding, betrayal, neglect, or simply the passage of time, the fracturing of these vital bonds leaves deep wounds in the human heart. You may carry the ache of broken trust, the sorrow of estrangement, or the loneliness that comes from a severed connection. The desire for genuine kinship is deeply embedded within your spirit, reflecting my own communal nature, and when that desire is thwarted, it leaves a significant void. Perhaps you felt isolated, misunderstood, or abandoned, and the very thought of reaching out or trusting again feels daunting, even impossible. The ruins of these relationships can cast long shadows, making you hesitant to risk opening your heart again. But I tell you, this brokenness is not the end of your story, for I am the God of reconciliation, and I am actively working to mend what has been shattered. And how am I doing this? I am diligently rebuilding bridges where chasms of division have appeared. These bridges are not just external structures, but internal pathways of understanding, forgiveness, and renewed communication, enabling hearts to reconnect. Even in seemingly irreparable situations, my divine hand is at work, creating openings for dialogue and reconciliation where there seemed to be none. Beyond rebuilding, I am also actively healing wounds that fester beneath the surface, wounds inflicted by harsh words, broken promises, and unmet needs. My touch brings a balm to the rawest parts of your soul, releasing the pain of past hurts and freeing you from the bitterness and resentment that may have taken root. As these wounds heal, my spirit is fostering a beautiful return to true connection, community, and closeness. This is not just about specific individuals, but about your place within the larger tapestry of human interaction, deepening existing bonds, drawing new, supportive relationships into your life, and nurturing a sense of belonging that satisfies your soul's deepest longing. Prepare for a season of renewed fellowship, where genuine love and mutual support become cornerstones of your life, reflecting the very essence of my loving nature. Have opportunities slipped away? I am opening doors, divine doors, dazzling doors that no one can shut. My beloved child, I understand the frustration and discouragement that arise when opportunities, once glimpsed, seem to slip through your fingers. Perhaps you had a clear vision, a specific path, or a promising prospect that suddenly vanished, leaving you with a sense of missed chances and unfulfilled potential. You might feel as though doors have slammed shut in your face, or that you're constantly arriving too late, just as a window of possibility closes. This can lead to a nagging sense of regret, a fear of future stagnation, or a belief that circumstances are simply not aligning in your favor. This feeling of being stuck, of having your progress halted by unseen forces, can be incredibly disheartening. But I tell you now, my child, your season of missed opportunities is coming to an end. For I am the God of open doors, and I am actively working on your behalf. And what I am doing is not merely opening a single, conventional entrance. I am opening doors, divine doors, dazzling doors that transcend human limitations and logic. These are not just ordinary opportunities. They are supernaturally aligned, strategically placed, and perfectly timed by my benevolent hand. These divine doors lead to pathways you never imagined, to resources you never knew existed, and to connections that will propel you into your true purpose. They are dazzling, not just in their brilliance, but in the sheer unexpectedness and splendor of their appearance. Furthermore, and most importantly, these are doors that no one can shut. Once I open them, no human opposition, no circumstantial setback, and no spiritual resistance can close them. My decree over your life is absolute. This means that the opportunities I bring forth for you are secure, irreversible, and guaranteed to lead to your flourishing. Prepare to step through these magnificent openings, my child, into a season of unprecedented access, breakthrough, and fulfillment. This journey of restoration is not a swift sprint, but a steady, sacred stroll with me. My beloved child, it is important to understand the nature of this profound journey we are embarking on together. While I declare instant shifts and powerful breakthroughs, the complete restoration of your soul is not always a sudden, instantaneous event, like a flash of lightning. Rather, it is a deliberate, ongoing process, much like a beautiful sunrise that unfolds gradually, revealing more light and color with each passing moment. This is not a chaotic dash or a hurried race where you must strain and strive to keep up. Instead, it is a steady, sacred stroll with me. Imagine us walking hand in hand, side by side, at a pace that is perfect for you, allowing you to breathe, to observe, and to truly experience every step of the transformation. There will be moments of revelation, moments of quiet reflection, and moments of joyful progress, all orchestrated within my divine timing. This stroll emphasizes presence, not just progress. It is about the intimate communion we share along the way, the lessons learned in the gentle rhythm of our shared journey. Each step taken in faith, no matter how small, is significant. This sacred stroll allows for deep roots to form, for true understanding to blossom, and for sustainable change to take hold within your spirit. It provides time for healing to fully permeate, for new habits of thought and action to be established, and for your identity and me to become firmly rooted. Do not fear that this means delay, but rather embrace it as a design for completeness. I am meticulous in my work, ensuring that every facet of your being is touched by my restorative power. So, relax into this divine rhythm, my child. Enjoy the scenery of our shared journey. Trust in my leading, and know that every step taken with me is a step towards your ultimate wholeness and flourishing. Consider a caterpillar's transformation, from crawling to courageous flight. This is your destiny. My beloved, look to the humble caterpillar and witness one of my most profound metaphors for transformation. This creature, limited to crawling, its world confined to a few leaves, seems destined for a life of slow, ground-bound existence. It spends its days diligently consuming, growing, preparing, often unnoticed and undervalued. Its very form speaks of vulnerability and a limited perspective. Yet, within that seemingly ordinary creature lies an extraordinary blueprint, a divine design for something far greater. It doesn't remain in its crawling state. It enters a chrysalis, a period of quiet, internal dissolution and profound rebuilding, where its very essence is reconfigured. From this hidden process, it emerges utterly transformed, not just changed, but made new. Its destiny is not to remain on the ground, but to soar. This magnificent metamorphosis, my child, is a powerful illustration of your own destiny. You, too, may feel at times confined, limited by past experiences or present circumstances, perhaps even unseen in your struggles. You may have crawled through seasons of difficulty, feeling the friction of the earth beneath you, longing for a different existence. But within you resides a divine potential, a blueprint for courageous flight that I have woven into your very being. The challenges you face, the periods of quiet introspection, are your chrysalis moments, times when I am meticulously reforming and equipping you internally. You are not destined to remain in your current limitations. Your destiny is to rise, to transcend, to experience a freedom and a perspective you have only dreamed of. Prepare for your emergence, my beloved, for your wings are being formed, and I am preparing you for a journey of magnificent, courageous flight, where you will effortlessly navigate the skies of your true purpose and potential. You are like a Ferrari driving with the handbrake on. My power within you is immense, waiting to be unleashed. My beloved child, I want you to grasp the incredible potential that resides within you, often untapped and underestimated. Imagine a magnificent Ferrari, a marvel of engineering, built for unparalleled speed, power, and performance. Its engine hums with incredible latent energy, designed to conquer vast distances and thrilling challenges. It possesses the capacity to accelerate rapidly, to corner with precision, and to leave all limitations behind. This powerful machine represents the divine capabilities, the inherent gifts, and the immense strength I have placed within your spirit. You are not meant for mediocrity or stagnation. You are designed for extraordinary impact, for a life of purpose and dynamic movement. You are a vessel of incredible potential, brimming with the very essence of my creative power. Yet, despite this immense inherent power, many of you, my children, live as if that Ferrari is constantly driving with the handbrake on. Perhaps it's the subtle yet persistent drag of self-doubt, the heavy weight of self-limiting beliefs, or the unconscious fear of stepping into your true strength. This handbrake prevents you from reaching your full velocity, from experiencing the exhilarating freedom of your divinely empowered existence. It causes unnecessary friction, wastes energy, and keeps you from fully engaging with the landscape of your destiny. But I tell you, my beloved, my power within you is immense, waiting to be unleashed. It is time to release that handbrake, to shed those limiting beliefs, and to step fully into the powerful, purposeful being I created you to be. I am here to help you disengage that self-imposed restraint, so you can accelerate into the glorious future I have planned, demonstrating the unstoppable force of my spirit at work within you. I am teaching you to see differently, to hear profoundly, to feel deeply. My beloved child, a crucial part of this transformative process involves a profound recalibration of your senses, not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally. I am actively teaching you to see differently. This goes beyond mere sight. It is about perceiving truth where illusion once reigned, recognizing my hand in every circumstance, and discerning blessings even amidst apparent challenges. You will begin to see beyond the surface, beyond the immediate problem, to the larger divine tapestry I am weaving. The filters of past pain, cynicism, or fear that may have distorted your vision are being removed, allowing you to perceive with clarity, compassion, and spiritual insight. You will see opportunities you once missed, beauty in the mundane, and the inherent goodness in people and situations that once seemed bleak. This new way of seeing will transform your perspective and fill your world with unexpected wonder. Furthermore, I am teaching you to hear profoundly. This is not just about the sounds that reach your ears, but about discerning my voice amidst the cacophony of the world, hearing the whispers of your own intuition, and understanding the unspoken messages in your interactions with others. You will learn to filter out the noise of distraction and doubt, tuning into the subtle frequencies of divine guidance and wisdom. This profound hearing will lead you to deeper understanding, greater empathy, and clearer direction. And finally, I am teaching you to feel deeply. This isn't about being overwhelmed by emotions, but about experiencing the full spectrum of life with authenticity and spiritual awareness. You will learn to feel my love in a tangible way, to empathize with the joys and sorrows of others, and to connect with the divine currents that flow through all creation. This depth of feeling will allow you to live a richer, more meaningful life, fully engaged with the world around you and intimately connected with my spirit. This trifold awakening of your senses is a gift, preparing you to experience life in its fullest, most vibrant dimension. My wisdom will be your compass, my grace your guide, my love your unwavering light. My beloved child, as you navigate this journey of restoration and transformation, you will not walk alone, nor will you be left without direction. For in every twist and turn, every decision point, my wisdom will be your compass. Just as a compass points unerringly to true north, my wisdom will always direct you towards the path of truth, clarity, and ultimate flourishing. It will cut through the fog of confusion, illuminate the best course of action, and provide discernment in complex situations. This wisdom is not merely intellectual knowledge, but a profound understanding of my divine perspective, an insight into the deeper workings of my plan. It is readily available to you, a constant source of infallible direction, ensuring that you never lose your way, even in unfamiliar territories. Alongside my wisdom, my grace will be your guide. Grace is my unmerited favor, my divine enablement that empowers you to do what you cannot do in your own strength. It is the gentle hand that leads you through challenges, the strength that lifts you when you falter, and the provision that meets your every need. Grace paves the way, smooths the rough edges, and opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. It is the power that helps you to forgive, to persevere, and to live in alignment with my will. And most profoundly, my love will be your unwavering light. In every shadow, every moment of doubt, my pure, unconditional love will shine forth, illuminating your path and banishing all darkness. It is a light that never dims, never flickers, and never fails. This love will reassure you, comfort you, and remind you of your true identity and worth. It is the constant beacon that draws you forward, a source of warmth and hope that will never leave you stumbling in the dark. With my wisdom, grace, and love as your constant companions, you are perfectly equipped to journey towards the magnificent destiny I have prepared for you. The world may have told you who you are, but I whisper your true identity: beloved, brilliant, blessed. My child, throughout your life, you have been bombarded with messages, both overt and subtle, from the world around you. These messages from society, culture, media, and even well-meaning individuals have attempted to define you. They may have labeled you by your past mistakes, your failures, your perceived shortcomings, or by the expectations they placed upon you. Perhaps these external voices have whispered words of inadequacy, fear, or limitation, causing you to shrink from your true potential. You may have unknowingly adopted these false identities, allowing them to shape your self-perception and limit your dreams. This can create a dissonance, a feeling that you are living a life that is not authentically yours, struggling to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. But I tell you, these external definitions are fleeting and inaccurate. They do not speak to the essence of who you truly are. And now, listen closely, for I am whispering your true identity directly to your spirit, a truth that originates from my heart for you. You are beloved, fiercely and unconditionally loved by your Creator, chosen, cherished, and uniquely precious in my sight. This love is the very foundation of your being. It is not earned, but freely given, making you worthy simply because you exist as my child. You are brilliant, infused with divine intelligence, creativity, and wisdom. I have endowed you with unique gifts, talents, and a capacity for insight that is extraordinary. Do not let past failures or perceived intellectual limitations obscure the dazzling brilliance that resides within you, waiting to be expressed. And you are blessed, not by chance or circumstance, but by my deliberate, intentional favor. Every good and perfect gift flows from me to you, and I delight in showering you with my goodness. You are blessed to be a blessing, positioned for flourishing, and equipped for impact. Embrace these truths, my beloved, for they are the authentic reflections of who I created you to be, and they will empower you to live a life of freedom, purpose, and profound fulfillment. You are not defined by your past losses, but by my eternal love and my magnificent plans for you. My beloved child, it is a common human tendency to allow the shadows of the past to define the present, and to permit past losses to dictate future possibilities. You may find yourself revisiting moments of defeat, instances of heartbreak, or periods of profound struggle, allowing those experiences to cast a long shadow over your self-worth and your potential. The pain of what was lost, be it a relationship, an opportunity, a dream, or even a sense of security, can cling to you, whispering lies about who you are and what you are capable of. But I tell you unequivocally, you are not, and will never be, defined by these past losses. They are chapters in your story, not the entire book. They are experiences you have endured, not the essence of your identity. To define yourself by what you've lost is to overlook the very source of your existence and the boundless future I have prepared for you. Instead, my child, understand that your true definition, your essence, and your destiny are irrevocably shaped by two magnificent truths: my eternal love for you and my magnificent plans for your life. My eternal love is the bedrock upon which your identity rests, a love that never changes, never diminishes, and never fails. It is a love that embraces your imperfections, celebrates your uniqueness, and sees you as whole and complete, regardless of your past. And from this eternal love springs my magnificent plans for you, a tapestry of purpose, fulfillment, and divine impact woven before time began. These plans are not thwarted by past setbacks. They are refined and strengthened through them. Your losses become the fertile ground from which new, greater opportunities will spring. You are defined by my unwavering commitment to your flourishing, by the incredible potential I have placed within you, and by the glorious future I am orchestrating for you. Shake off the chains of past definitions, my beloved, and step into the boundless reality of who I say you are. Your purpose, once obscured, is now shining brighter, bolder, beyond your wildest dreams. My child, there have been times, I know, when your purpose felt like a faint, distant star, shrouded by clouds of confusion, doubt, or overwhelming circumstances. Perhaps the world's demands and distractions obscured your true calling, pushing it to the background as you focused on survival or meeting external expectations. You might have felt a nagging sense of being adrift, a longing for clarity, or a feeling that you were missing something vital in your life's direction. That inherent knowing of why you are here, that unique imprint I placed upon your spirit, may have seemed hidden, almost forgotten, causing you to question your significance and your path forward. This obscuring of purpose can lead to a profound sense of unfulfillment, a feeling that your life lacks true meaning or direction. But hear this glorious truth now, for that season of obscurity is over. For I tell you, my beloved, your purpose, that divine design woven into the very fabric of your being, is now shining brighter. Imagine a light that was once dimmed, suddenly intensifying, cutting through all shadows, becoming unmistakably clear and vibrant. This is the clarity I am bringing to your calling. It is also shining bolder, no longer a timid whisper, but a powerful, resonant declaration that demands attention and inspires courageous action. You will feel a profound conviction, an unshakable certainty about the path I have laid before you, empowering you to step forward with confidence. And most miraculously, your purpose is shining beyond your wildest dreams. What you once conceived as your potential, or what you dared to hope for, pales in comparison to the magnificent scope of what I have destined for you. I am revealing possibilities that transcend your human imagination, opening doors to impact and fulfillment that are truly extraordinary. Prepare to be astounded by the breadth and depth of the divine purpose I have for your life, for it is unfolding in a way that will far exceed all your expectations. Remember, you were fearfully and wonderfully made, a masterpiece in the making. My beloved child, in moments of self-doubt or when the world's criticisms try to diminish your worth, I want you to anchor yourself in this fundamental truth. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. This isn't a mere platitude. It is a profound declaration of your inherent design and value. Before a single atom of your being was formed, I meticulously crafted you with divine intention and exquisite care. Every unique characteristic, every intricate detail, every aspect of your personality was lovingly chosen and intricately woven into the tapestry of who you are. There is no flaw in my design. You are not an accident, nor are you a mistake. You are a deliberate, intentional creation, conceived in my heart with immense love and precision. The very complexity of your being, your thoughts, your emotions, your physical form, testifies to my awesome power and creative genius. And beyond being merely made, understand that you are a masterpiece in the making. This means that while you are already a marvel of my creation, your journey is one of continuous refinement, growth, and revelation. Just as a sculptor works diligently on a block of marble, or a painter adds layers to a canvas, I am continually shaping, polishing, and perfecting you. Every experience, every challenge, every victory, and yes, even every stumble, is a stroke of my divine artistry, adding depth, character, and beauty to your evolving being. You are not a finished product, but a dynamic, unfolding work of art, designed to reflect my glory in ever-increasing measure. So, do not be disheartened by perceived imperfections or by the unfinished aspects of your journey. Embrace the process, trust the artist, and know that every stage of your development is leading to the revelation of an even more magnificent creation. You are eternally valuable, uniquely gifted, and perpetually in the process of becoming the extraordinary masterpiece I created you to be. Your story is still being written, and it is a story of strength, surrender, and stunning success. My beloved child, never allow yourself to believe that your narrative is complete, that the ink has dried, or that the best chapters of your life are behind you. The truth is, your story is still being written, and I am the divine author, holding the pen, orchestrating every plot twist, and ensuring a magnificent conclusion. The pages ahead are filled with possibilities you haven't even conceived. Do not let past disappointments or present challenges dictate the remainder of your tale. Every sunrise is a fresh page, every new moment an opportunity for a new sentence, a new paragraph, a new direction. Your experiences, both joyful and challenging, are merely the intricate setup for the glorious unfolding that is yet to come. This is not a tale of stagnation or regression. It is a dynamic, living narrative infused with my divine purpose. And as I write, I am ensuring that your story is not merely one of survival, but a powerful story of strength. You will discover resilience you never knew you possessed, courage that rises in the face of fear, and an inner fortitude forged in the fires of adversity. It is also a profound story of surrender, of releasing control, letting go of what you cannot change, and trusting my sovereign hand to guide you. This surrender is not weakness, but a profound act of faith that unlocks my immeasurable power in your life, transforming burdens into blessings. And ultimately, my beloved, your story is destined to be one of stunning success. This success is not merely worldly achievement, but a holistic flourishing in every area of your life: spiritual, emotional, relational, and vocational. It is a success that reflects my glory, fulfills your deepest longings, and leaves a lasting legacy of divine impact. Prepare to witness the breathtaking unfolding of your extraordinary narrative, for the best is truly yet to come, and I am weaving a masterpiece beyond your wildest imagination. Doubts may try to creep in, whispering their old, tired lies. Do not listen, do not linger, do not let them wing. My child, as you step into this new season of restoration, it is natural for the old adversaries to attempt to reassert their influence. Doubts, those insidious whispers of uncertainty and disbelief, may try to creep in, attempting to undermine the truth I am speaking into your heart. They are cunning, often disguised as logical reasoning or familiar anxieties, repeating the old, tired lies that have held you captive in the past. These whispers might question your worthiness, the validity of my promises, or the possibility of your breakthrough. They might remind you of past failures, amplify your fears, or sow seeds of cynicism about your future. Their sole purpose is to steal your peace, paralyze your progress, and rob you of the joy and confidence that are your divine inheritance. Recognize them for what they are: deceptive echoes from a past you are leaving behind. Therefore, my beloved, I give you this threefold command. Do not listen to their poisonous suggestions. Do not give them audience, do not engage in debate with them, and do not allow them to capture your attention. Redirect your focus to my truth, to my unwavering promises, and to the living hope I have placed within you. Secondly, do not linger in their presence. Do not entertain their company, do not allow them to settle in your mind, and do not permit them to take root in your spirit. When they surface, acknowledge them as impostors and immediately dismiss them. Shift your thoughts to gratitude, to praise, and to the vision of your restored future. And finally, and most importantly, do not let them win. Do not surrender your peace to their assault. Do not yield your faith to their pressure, and do not allow them to dictate your actions or your destiny. You have the authority, through my spirit within you, to resist them, to silence them, and to overcome them. Stand firm in my truth, my child, for victory over doubt is already yours. I am equipping you with a shield of faith, a sword of truth, and a helmet of hope. My beloved child, as you navigate this journey, you are not sent forth unprepared into the spiritual battleground. I am actively equipping you, not with physical armor, but with spiritual weaponry that is far more potent and effective against the unseen forces that seek to hinder your progress. First, I am providing you with a shield of faith. The shield is not merely a defensive barrier. It is a dynamic, active protection that can extinguish every fiery dart of doubt, fear, and discouragement that the enemy hurls your way. It is your unwavering trust in my character and my promises, a conviction that stands firm against all opposition. When you activate your faith, it becomes an impenetrable bulwark, deflecting every negative thought and every destructive lie before it can penetrate your heart and mind. Hold it up high, my child, and watch as every attack dissipates before you, Next, I am placing in your hand a sword of truth. This is not a weapon for aggression, but for precision and liberation. My word, which is truth itself, is sharp and powerful, capable of cutting through deception, lies, and confusion. It enables you to discern between what is real and what is false, empowering you to speak life into dead situations and to declare my will into existence. When you wield the sword of truth, you dismantle strongholds of falsehood and establish the reign of my reality in your life and circumstances. Finally, I am securing upon your head a helmet of hope. This helmet protects your mind, the very seat of your thoughts and beliefs, from the enemy's attempts to infiltrate and demoralize you. It is the assurance of my good plans for your future, the expectation of positive outcomes, and the unwavering conviction that I am working all things for your good. When your mind is guarded by hope, fear loses its grip, and despair cannot take root. Fully armored with my divine provision, my child, you are unstoppable, perfectly protected and powerfully equipped for every step of your journey. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for me to display my power, presence, and provision. My beloved child, I know that challenges can feel like overwhelming obstacles, moments of frustration, or even signals of impending failure. They can test your resolve, deplete your energy, and cause you to question your path. It is natural to desire an easy, frictionless journey. However, I want to reframe your perspective on these very challenges. Understand that every single difficulty you encounter, every trial, every moment of adversity, is not merely a setback, but a perfectly orchestrated opportunity for me to display my power. It is in the face of what seems impossible that my omnipotence shines brightest. When your strength fails, my strength is perfected. When human solutions fall short, my divine intervention becomes undeniably evident. Your challenges are the canvas upon which I paint the masterpiece of my limitless might, demonstrating that with me, all things are possible. Furthermore, each challenge is an invitation for me to reveal my presence in a more profound and intimate way. It is in the fire that you truly know the one who walks beside you, unseen but ever present. When you feel most vulnerable, most alone, that is when my comforting, strengthening presence is closest, ready to uplift and sustain you. These moments of difficulty become sacred spaces where our communion deepens, and your awareness of my constant companionship intensifies. And finally, every challenge is a catalyst for me to unleash my provision into your life. You may not see the way forward, or how your needs will be met, but it is precisely in these moments of perceived lack that my abundant resources become manifest. I am the God who provides, and your challenges unlock new streams of blessings, unexpected solutions, and supernatural breakthroughs. So, when a challenge arises, my child, do not shrink back. Instead, lift your eyes and anticipate the glorious display of my power, the comforting embrace of my presence, and the overflowing abundance of my provision. This is a season of newness, renewal, and radiant revelation. My beloved child, awaken your spirit to the profound truth of this very moment. You are standing at the threshold of a new season. This is not just a change on the calendar, but a divinely appointed shift in your spiritual and natural circumstances. It is a season of newness, where old patterns, old limitations, and old narratives are giving way to fresh beginnings, unexplored territories, and unprecedented possibilities. The stale air of stagnation is being replaced by the invigorating breath of my spirit, ushering in a vibrancy and freshness that will permeate every aspect of your life. Do not cling to the past, for the new is here, blossoming before your very eyes, bringing with it a sense of excitement and anticipation that has perhaps long been absent. Embrace the unfamiliar, for within it lies the promise of extraordinary growth and unparalleled experience. And accompanying this newness is a powerful renewal. Imagine dormant seeds springing to life, tired earth becoming fertile, and weary souls finding profound refreshment. This renewal is a deep restoration, an invigorating process that breathes fresh vitality into every part of your being, your mind, your emotions, your physical body, and your spirit. It is the shedding of old skin, the release of what no longer serves you, and the embracing of a vibrant, revitalized self. This is not merely a superficial change, but a profound transformation from the inside out, making you stronger, more resilient, and more attuned to my presence. And within this renewal, you will experience radiant revelation. Layers of understanding will peel away, mysteries will be unveiled, and truths will shine forth with unparalleled clarity. My light will illuminate your path, revealing insights into your purpose, my plan, and the deeper spiritual realities at play. You will see with new eyes and hear with new ears, gaining wisdom and discernment that will guide you powerfully forward. Prepare, my beloved, for this season of unparalleled transformation, where every day brings forth fresh wonders and profound insights. Just as dawn follows the darkest night, so too will my light illuminate your path forward. My beloved child, I understand that there are moments, perhaps even extended periods, when your spirit feels enveloped by profound darkness. Like the deepest part of the night, when shadows are thickest and hope seems most elusive, you may have felt lost, disoriented, and uncertain of where to place your next step. This darkness can be overwhelming, filled with fear of the unknown, the chill of isolation, and the despair that comes from a lack of visibility. You might have yearned for the slightest glimmer, a faint beacon to guide you, but found only an intensifying gloom. This experience, while deeply challenging, is a natural part of the human journey, yet I assure you, it is never your final destination. For just as surely as dawn follows the darkest night, an immutable law of my creation, a testament to my faithfulness, so too will my light illuminate your path forward. No night, no matter how long or how deep, has ever prevented the rising of the sun. And similarly, no darkness in your life can ever extinguish the radiant power of my presence. My light is not merely a physical illumination. It is the light of truth, of hope, of guidance, and of unwavering love. It will cut through every shadow, dissipate every fear, and reveal the clear steps you are to take. You will no longer stumble in uncertainty, but walk with confidence, for my light will not only show you the next step, but will also illuminate the glorious landscape of your destiny stretching out before you. Embrace the coming dawn, my beloved, for it heralds a new day, filled with my perfect guidance and the certainty of my unwavering presence, ensuring that your path is bathed in the brilliance of my divine purpose. I am not just restoring what was lost, I am giving you more, much more, immeasurably more. My beloved child, it is crucial that you expand your understanding of my restorative power beyond mere replacement. While I am certainly here to restore what has been taken or diminished, my nature is one of extravagant generosity, not mere equivalence. I do not simply bring back what you had, I multiply it, enhance it, and deliver it in a way that far surpasses your original experience. Think of it not as filling an empty cup to its original brim, but as taking that cup and pouring it into an ocean of blessing. This is not just a return to baseline. It is a divine upgrade, a supernatural elevation of your circumstances and your spirit. My intent is not just to mend, but to adorn, to enrich, and to overwhelm you with my goodness, leaving no room for past lack. Therefore, prepare yourself to receive more, much more, immeasurably more than you could ever ask, think, or imagine. This applies to every area of your life where you have experienced loss or scarcity. If you lost peace, I am giving you an abundance of peace that permeates your very being. If you lack joy, I am pouring out overflowing gladness. If financial scarcity hath been your portion, prepare for a season of unexpected provision and overflow. If your relationships have been fractured, I am bringing forth deeper, richer connections than you have ever known. My generosity knows no bounds, and my capacity to bless you is infinite. This more is a testament to my boundless love and my desire for your complete flourishing. It is my delight to lavish upon you blessings that are so vast, so profound, that they transcend your current capacity to comprehend. Open your hands and your heart wide, my child, for an outpouring of blessings that will truly astound you. Prepare for an overflow, an outpouring, an overwhelming abundance. My beloved child, open wide the capacity of your heart and spirit, for I am orchestrating a season of unprecedented blessing in your life. This is not a meager trickle, nor a measured portion. Prepare for an overflow that defies human logic and earthly limitations. Imagine a cup that is not just full, but continuously running over, its contents spilling generously into every area around it. This overflow will extend beyond your immediate needs, blessing not only you, but also those connected to you. It is a sign of my boundless generosity and my desire for you to experience life in its absolute fullness, without restriction or scarcity. This abundance is designed to free you from worry and allow you to focus on my purposes. Furthermore, this overflow will manifest as a powerful outpouring, a sudden, dynamic release of my spirit, my favor, and my resources into your life. It will be like a sudden gushing from a wellspring that was once hidden, now revealed in magnificent force. This outpouring will saturate you with renewed strength, fresh revelation, and an invigorated passion for my kingdom. It will manifest as unexpected opportunities, divine connections, and miraculous provisions that come with ease and grace. And finally, all of this culminates in an overwhelming abundance, a quantity and quality of blessing so vast, so magnificent, that it will leave you in awe of my goodness. It will be more than you can contain, more than you can manage in your own strength, requiring you to lean into my wisdom for stewardship. This abundance is not just material. It encompasses spiritual richness, emotional peace, physical well-being, and relational joy. Get ready, my child, to be enveloped in a wave of my goodness that will utterly astound you and leave no doubt of my lavish love. My blessings will pursue you, overtake you, and utterly astound you. My beloved child, abandon the notion that you must chase after every blessing, tirelessly striving and perpetually seeking. For in this new season, I declare that my blessings will pursue you. Imagine my goodness and mercy not as distant objectives, but as active forces, diligently tracking your path, relentlessly drawing closer to you. They are orchestrated by my divine will, programmed to find you wherever you are, regardless of your current circumstances or past mistakes. You will find blessings showing up in unexpected places, at unexpected times, often when you least expect them, as if they are actively seeking to surprise and delight you. This pursuit is a tangible demonstration of my proactive love, ensuring that you are consistently enveloped in my favor. And not only will my blessings pursue you, but they will also overtake you. Picture yourself walking, perhaps at a steady pace, and then suddenly being engulfed by a wave of unexpected favor, a surge of good fortune that surpasses your current speed and capacity. These are breakthroughs that arrive swiftly, solutions that appear effortlessly, and provisions that exceed your current needs. What you've been striving for will suddenly manifest, and what seemed distant will become your present reality. This overtaking is a testament to my power to accelerate time and compress processes, bringing forth manifestations with divine speed. And finally, my beloved, these blessings will utterly astound you. They will be so grand, so perfectly timed, and so far beyond your current expectations that they will leave you in a state of profound wonder and awe. Your human mind, limited by earthly calculations, will struggle to comprehend the magnitude of my goodness. This astonishment is my delight, a manifestation of my desire to continually surprise you with my boundless love and limitless power. Prepare to be amazed, my child, for my blessings are already on their way, designed to leave you speechless with my generosity. You will know a joy that bubbles up from within, a serenity that settles, a satisfaction that sustains. My beloved child, the joy I speak of giving you is not dependent on external circumstances, nor is it a fleeting emotion that comes and goes with the winds of life. No, I am cultivating within you a joy that truly bubbles up from within. Imagine a hidden spring deep within your spirit, a wellspring of pure, unadulterated delight that flows effortlessly and continuously. This is an intrinsic, unshakable gladness that originates from my very presence residing in you, a divine effervescence that permeates your thoughts, colors your perceptions, and spills over into your expressions. It is a joy that is resilient, untouched by external pressures, and an inexhaustible source of spiritual vitality. You will find yourself smiling without reason, feeling lighthearted even in challenging situations, and experiencing a deep gladness that is authentically and profoundly yours. Alongside this bubbling joy, you will also know a serenity that settles deeply within your soul. This is not merely the absence of agitation, but a profound state of inner calm, a tranquil stillness that pervades every fiber of your being. Imagine a peaceful lake, undisturbed by winds, reflecting the heavens perfectly. This is the quality of serenity I am instilling. It is a quiet confidence in my sovereign control, a trust that all things are working for your good, and a peaceful surrender to my divine timing. This serenity will anchor your heart amidst any storm, keeping your mind clear and your spirit at rest. And finally, you will experience a satisfaction that sustains. This is a deep contentment that transcends fleeting pleasures or temporary achievements. It is the profound fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with my purpose, from knowing my unconditional love, and from experiencing my constant provision. This satisfaction will nourish your spirit, prevent you from chasing after empty desires, and provide a lasting sense of completeness. These three gifts, joy, serenity, and satisfaction, are your divine inheritance, ensuring a life of profound peace and enduring happiness. My faithfulness is your foundation, and it stands strong, steady, and spectacularly secure. My beloved child, in a world where promises are often broken and commitments can waver, I want you to anchor your entire being in the absolute certainty of my faithfulness. This is not merely an attribute I possess. It is the very bedrock upon which your existence and your future are built. My faithfulness means I am utterly reliable, consistent, and true to my every word. I never change, my character is immutable, and my love for you is unwavering. Whatever I have promised, I will deliver. Whatever I have said, I will do. You can rest in this truth, knowing that my commitment to you is eternal and unconditional. This faithfulness is your ultimate safeguard, your deepest comfort, and your most profound assurance in a world of constant flux. And because my faithfulness is your foundation, it stands strong. There is no force, no circumstance, no opposition that can compromise its integrity or diminish its power. It is an unshakable bedrock that will withstand any storm, any pressure, and any attempt to undermine your trust. Furthermore, it stands steady, providing a constant and reliable base for your life. You will never find me faltering, inconsistent, or unreliable. My steadfastness is your guarantee of stability, ensuring that you will not be tossed to and fro by the uncertainties of life. And most wonderfully, My faithfulness is spectacularly secure. It is an impenetrable fortress, a divine safeguard that encompasses every aspect of your being. Your future is secure in my hands. Your provision is guaranteed by my word, and your ultimate triumph is sealed by my unwavering love. There is no insecurity, no vulnerability, and no doubt that can penetrate the perfect security of my faithfulness. Lean into this truth, my beloved, and build your life upon this unshakable foundation, for it promises a future of unparalleled peace and unwavering confidence. Open your heart to receive, my child. Let go of the old and embrace the new. My beloved child, while my power to restore is limitless, your active participation, especially in the posture of your heart, is essential for receiving the fullness of my blessings. The first step is to genuinely open your heart to receive. Imagine your heart not as a closed, tightly guarded fist, but as an open hand, ready to welcome and embrace the gifts I am extending. For too long, you may have unknowingly kept your heart shielded, perhaps out of past hurt, fear of disappointment, or a subconscious belief that you are unworthy. But I tell you, now is the time to lower those defenses, to release the grip of self-protection, and to allow my grace, my joy, and my abundance to flow freely into every chamber of your being. This openness is a spiritual act of surrender, a declaration that you trust my benevolent intentions towards you. And part of this openness involves a crucial act of letting go. Let go of the old and embrace the new. The old encompasses not just past hurts and failures, but also outdated beliefs, limiting perspectives, and the comfortable yet constricting familiarity of what you have known. It's the old ways of thinking about yourself, your capabilities, and my willingness to bless you. Clinging to the old prevents the new from taking root and flourishing. It is like trying to pour fresh water into a cup already full of stagnant water. There is no room for the new until the old is released. Embrace the new possibilities, the new identity I speak over you, the new opportunities I am bringing forth, and the new ways of perceiving my presence and power in your life. This embracing is an act of faith, a willingness to step into the unknown with confidence, knowing that I am leading you into a future far greater than your past. Release the past, welcome the present, and step into the glorious future I am preparing for you. Trust in my timing, for I am always on time, perfectly on time, divinely on time. My beloved child, one of the most challenging aspects of any journey, especially one of transformation, is the timing. You may have experienced delays, unmet expectations, or felt frustrated by what seems like a prolonged waiting period. Your human understanding of time is linear, often driven by impatience and the desire for immediate gratification. You might feel a pressing urgency for your circumstances to change now, and when they don't, doubt can creep in, leading you to question my faithfulness or my commitment to your breakthrough. But I ask you to shift your perspective on time, to release your expectations of how and when things should unfold, and to firmly anchor yourself in the profound truth of my divine orchestration. For I tell you, my beloved, I am always on time. There is never a moment when I am too early, causing unnecessary struggle, or too late, resulting in missed opportunities. My timing is meticulously precise, perfectly aligned with the grand tapestry of your life and the unfolding of my eternal purposes. I am perfectly on time. Each breakthrough, each revelation, each blessing arrives at the exact moment it will have the greatest impact and produce the most profound fruit. My delays are not denials. They are often divine preparations, periods of refining, strengthening, or strategic positioning that ensure the manifestation is even more glorious than you imagined. And more than that, I am divinely on time. This means my timing transcends human logic and earthly limitations. It is governed by heavenly wisdom, cosmic alignments, and spiritual currents that you cannot fully perceive. Trusting my timing means releasing anxiety, embracing patience, and resting in the profound peace that comes from knowing that I, the master weaver of time, am orchestrating every detail for your ultimate good. Your breakthrough is not late. It is arriving precisely when it is meant to, in perfect synchronicity with my perfect plan. Speak my promises over your life, for your words carry power, potency, and profound possibility. My beloved child, understand the profound creative force inherent in the words you speak. They are not merely empty sounds or fleeting thoughts. They are spiritual seeds, capable of shaping your reality. While I declare blessings and restoration over you, your active participation through speaking my promises back into your own life amplifies their manifestation. When you speak my words, you are aligning your will with mine, activating divine principles, and inviting my spirit to bring forth what you declare. Do not underestimate the spiritual authority I have given you through your voice. Every time you utter a promise from my word, you are making a powerful declaration, a prophetic utterance that sets spiritual forces in motion. For your words, when aligned with my truth, carry power. They possess the divine energy to break strongholds of negativity, to dismantle limiting beliefs, and to call forth into existence that which is not yet seen. They are not just affirmations. They are declarations of faith that create new realities. Furthermore, they carry potency, a concentrated spiritual force that pierces through doubt and fear, injecting life into barren situations. Your words become instruments of transformation, capable of shifting atmospheres and altering circumstances. And most wonderfully, your words carry profound possibility. They open up pathways for my miraculous intervention, creating openings for breakthroughs that seemed impossible. When you speak my promises, you are speaking life into your dreams, health into your body, peace into your mind, and abundance into your life. So, my child, release the power of your tongue. Speak boldly, speak consistently, and speak with unwavering conviction, for as you declare my promises, you are actively co-creating your magnificent future with me. Remember the simple yet profound truth. Education, education, education. Constantly learn and grow in me. My beloved child, in your journey of restoration and divine purpose, I call you to embrace a mindset of continuous learning and growth. Just as earthly leaders have emphasized the importance of education for societal progress, I stress its vital role in your spiritual and personal development. This isn't about accumulating academic degrees, but about an insatiable hunger for truth, an openness to new understanding, and a commitment to refining your character. It is about actively seeking my wisdom, delving into my word, and remaining teachable in every circumstance. Every experience, every challenge, every success holds a lesson, a revelation that can deepen your understanding of yourself, of me, and of the world around you. This continuous learning keeps your spirit vibrant, your mind sharp, and your heart open to my fresh instructions. To constantly learn and grow in me means intentionally cultivating a posture of humility and curiosity. It means being willing to unlearn old narratives that no longer serve you and to embrace new perspectives that align with my truth. It involves spending time in my presence, allowing my spirit to illuminate hidden insights and to reveal deeper truths about your identity and purpose. This growth is not a passive process. It requires engagement, reflection, and the courage to apply what you learn. Just as a seed needs constant nourishment to grow into a mighty tree, your spirit needs constant spiritual nourishment to reach its full potential. Embrace this lifelong journey of discovery, my child, for every step of learning and growth brings you closer to my heart, empowers you for greater impact, and prepares you for the abundant future I have designed for you. ever devoted. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. My beloved child, in moments of weariness, when the path seems long and the destination appears distant, there will be a temptation to falter, to surrender to exhaustion, or to abandon the journey altogether. But hear this powerful, emphatic command from my heart to yours. Never, never, never give up. This is not just a motivational phrase. It is a divine imperative, a steadfast truth that must echo in the deepest chambers of your spirit. Your perseverance is a testament to your faith, a demonstration of your unwavering trust in my promises. Every step forward, every act of resilience, every refusal to yield to discouragement is a powerful act of worship and a catalyst for your breakthrough. Do not allow temporary setbacks to convince you that the war is lost, or that your efforts are in vain. For I tell you, my beloved, your breakthrough is closer than you think. What seems like an insurmountable wall today may be the very threshold of your miracle tomorrow. The darkest hour is often just before the dawn. The very intensity of your current struggle can be an indication of the magnitude of the blessing that is about to manifest. Do not lose heart, for the spiritual forces are aligning, circumstances are shifting, and my perfect timing is drawing near. The enemy's greatest weapon is discouragement, seeking to make you quit just before your victory. But you are not alone in this fight. I am with you, strengthening you, upholding you, and cheering you on. So, gather your courage, my child, dig deep within your spirit, and press on. Your perseverance will be richly rewarded, and you will soon witness the glorious manifestation of all that you have patiently contended for. Hold fast, for your season of breakthrough is at hand, and it will be more magnificent than you can imagine. This is my message to you today. I am restoring what you lost, and so much more. My beloved child, let the profound weight and truth of this message settle deep within your spirit. It is not a fleeting thought, but a divine decree, echoing through the corridors of your being. From the depths of my eternal love, I declare to you unequivocally, I am actively, powerfully, and perfectly restoring what you lost. Every tear you've shed, every disappointment you've carried, every void left by absence, I am turning it all around. This is my promise, sealed by my unchangeable character and backed by my omnipotent power. Release the grip of past pains and open your heart to this profound truth, for it is the key to unlocking your future. Do not doubt my capacity, my willingness, or my desire to bring this restoration to pass in your life, for it is my heart's greatest delight to see you whole and flourishing. But my message extends beyond mere restoration. It embraces an even grander vision for your life. For I am not just restoring what was lost, I am giving you so much more. This more is an overflowing abundance that transcends your current imagination, a multiplication of blessings that will leave you in awe of my generosity. It is peace beyond understanding, joy that bubbles from within, provision that exceeds your needs, and relationships that flourish with divine connection. This is my covenant promise to you, a testament to my desire for your complete and abundant life. So, receive this message, my child, not just with your mind, but with every fiber of your being. Let it permeate your spirit, transform your perspective, and ignite a new hope within you. For this is my truth, and it is manifesting in your life starting today. Feel the warmth of my love. See the vivid landscape of your restored future. Hear the symphony of my blessings. My beloved child, I invite you now into a moment of profound sensory experience, a divine immersion that transcends mere intellectual understanding. Close your eyes, if you wish, and allow your spirit to fully engage. First, feel the warmth of my love enveloping you completely. This is not just a concept, but a tangible, comforting presence, like the softest of blankets or the most gentle embrace. Let it penetrate every layer of weariness and doubt, warming your heart, soothing your anxieties, and reminding you of your absolute preciousness in my sight. This warmth is constant, pure, and infinitely comforting, a physical manifestation of my ceaseless affection for you. Allow it to wash over you, releasing all tension and filling you with a profound sense of peace and security. Next, with the eyes of your spirit, see the vivid landscape of your restored future. It's not a hazy, uncertain image, but a vibrant, clear vision bursting with color, light, and life. See yourself thriving, flourishing, living in the fullness of your purpose. See the broken places made whole, the empty spaces filled with joy, and the dreams that seemed lost now manifest in glorious reality. Imagine the relationships healed, the opportunities abundant, the peace profound. Let this vision ignite a powerful hope within you, cementing the reality of what I am doing in your life. And finally, hear the symphony of my blessings. Listen not with your physical ears, but with the ears of your spirit, to the harmonious chorus of my goodness manifesting around you. Hear the laughter of joy, the whispers of peace, the sounds of breakthrough, and the melodies of gratitude. It is a triumphant composition, a magnificent orchestration of divine favor and perfect provision. Immerse yourself in these sensations, my beloved, for they are the precursors and reflections of the glorious reality I am bringing forth for you. My plan for you is good, glorious, and greatly grand. My beloved child, it is imperative that you fully grasp the magnificent scope and benevolent nature of the plan I have laid out for your life. This is not a haphazard arrangement, nor is it a path fraught with unnecessary hardship. No, my plan for you is unequivocally good. Every detail, every season, every orchestrated turn is designed for your ultimate well-being, your growth, and your profound flourishing. Even in moments that seem difficult or confusing, my goodness is woven into the very fabric of the experience, working behind the scenes to bring forth a greater good than you can presently discern. Trust in this inherent goodness, for it is a reflection of my perfect love and my unwavering desire for your absolute best. You are not a pawn in some cosmic game. You are a cherished child for whom I have meticulously prepared a destiny of immense blessing. Furthermore, my plan for you is glorious. It is not merely mundane or ordinary. It is designed to reflect my divine splendor, to showcase my power, and to reveal the beauty of my creative genius through your life. Your journey is meant to be a testament to my transforming grace, a beacon of hope to those around you, and a vibrant expression of my kingdom on earth. This glory is not for your ego, but for my honor, flowing through you to impact and inspire others. And beyond good and glorious, my plan for you is greatly grand. It transcends your current understanding, far exceeding any dreams or aspirations you have dared to conceive for yourself. It is a sweeping, expansive vision that encompasses not just your individual life, but your profound impact on the world around you. It is a legacy of purpose, a tapestry of influence, and a destiny of fulfillment that will leave you in awe. Embrace this truth, my beloved, for I am orchestrating a future for you that is truly beyond measure, a life that is intricately woven into my eternal, magnificent design. Rest in my unfailing love, for I am your God, and I am with you, for you, and forever yours. My beloved child, in the midst of all the declarations, promises, and visions of transformation, there is one foundational truth I want you to continually return to, one anchor for your soul: rest in my unfailing love. This isn't just a suggestion, it's an invitation to a profound state of peace and security. Release the need to strive, to earn, or to perform for my affection. My love for you is not dependent on your actions or your worthiness. It simply is, constant, perfect, and utterly without end. It is a love that never grows weary, never diminishes, and never fails, regardless of your circumstances or your perceived imperfections. Allow yourself to lean into this truth, to sink into its comforting embrace, and to find true repose in its absolute certainty. This rest is your strength, your refuge, and your constant source of renewal. For I am your God, and this relationship is the most significant truth of your existence. And because I am your God, I am fundamentally with you. In every step, every challenge, every victory, my presence is constant and unwavering. You are never alone. I walk beside you, before you, and behind you, surrounding you with my divine companionship. I am also for you. My stance towards you is one of benevolent advocacy. I desire your flourishing, I champion your cause, and I actively work on your behalf to bring about your highest good. My plans are always for your peace and prosperity, never for harm. And finally, my beloved, I am forever yours. Our bond is eternal, unbreakable, and everlasting. There is nothing that can separate you from my love, no distance too great, no mistake too big. You are eternally cherished, securely held, and profoundly connected to me. Find your ultimate peace in these truths, my child, for they are the unwavering foundation of your identity and your destiny. Go forth, my beloved, in renewed strength and radiant hope, for I am making all things new, starting today. My beloved child, the time for waiting is over. The season of preparation has culminated, and the moment for action has arrived. With this profound message of restoration and revelation imprinted upon your spirit, I now empower you to go forth. Step out from the shadows of past disappointments and the limitations of old narratives. Move with confidence and divine purpose into the future I have meticulously prepared for you. This going forth is not about striving in your own might, but about walking in partnership with my Spirit, allowing my strength to flow through you. You are not departing empty-handed. You are imbued with renewed strength, a fresh infusion of divine energy that will enable you to overcome every obstacle and seize every opportunity that comes your way. Your physical, emotional, and spiritual vitality are being revitalized, preparing you for the glorious journey ahead. And as you go, let your countenance be illuminated by radiant hope. This is not a faint, wavering glimmer, but a vibrant, beaming expectation that shines brightly, inspiring not only yourself, but also those around you. It is the visible manifestation of my promises at work in your life, a beacon of light in a world that often feels dim. Carry this hope as a banner, for it declares my triumph in your life. Understand this ultimate truth. I am making all things new, and this transformative process is starting today. Not tomorrow, not next week, but in this very moment. The old is passing away, and behold, the new has come. Embrace this radical shift, for it signifies a complete turnaround, a divine reordering of your circumstances and your destiny. Step into this newness with courage, conviction, and an open heart, for your magnificent story of restoration and triumph begins now, unfolding gloriously under my divine hand. This is not the end. It is the crossing over. You are stepping out of waiting and into walking, out of wondering and into witnessing, out of hoping and into holding. My child, do not give up now. Do not pull back. Do not retreat. You are closer than you've ever been. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep declaring what I said, even if nothing looks like it yet. I am faithful. I am consistent. I am the God who finishes. And your restoration is not a question. It is a certainty. I began this good work in you, and I will see it through. Not partially, not almost, but completely. Let your heart rest in this. I will finish what I started. And when I do, it will be greater than you imagined. This is not the end. It is your turning point. You've heard my voice, felt my hand, and seen glimpses of the restoration I've begun in you. Now echo it into someone else's life. When you give, you don't just support a message, you ignite revival. Your super thanks or PayPal seed becomes oil that fuels another soul's awakening. I have said, those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed, and I do not lie. You've asked to partner with my heart. This is how you answer the call. I will bless what you sow. I will multiply it in unseen places. Now rise. Give boldly. Let your gift become prophecy fulfilled in someone else's restoration story. Now, my child, lift your voice and join me in this restoration. I have spoken, but now you must respond. Not with silence, not with hesitation, but with bold agreement. Let heaven hear your declaration. Let the earth witness your alignment. Say it aloud. Write it in faith. Declare it in the comments for the world to see. God is restoring what I lost today. Type it. Shout it. Share it. Let this moment become a marker in your life. Say it with conviction. My restoration begins now. My time is here. What was stolen is returning multiplied. What was buried is rising. I receive it. I believe it. I will not be the same. Do not let this word pass you by. Engage with it. Anchor it in action. If this message awakens something in you, speak it out loud or share it below. Bless someone else by declaring what is being restored in your life, whether it's your voice, your heart, your dreams, or your peace. Proclaim it. Prophecy over yourself. Say it boldly and often. God is restoring everything that I lost. This is not just content. This is a covenant. And when you declare it, you participate in it. When you comment it, you testify of it. When you share it, you spread the oil of restoration to someone else who needs it. Be the echo of this divine voice. Be the vessel through which others are stirred. So now, go ahead. Don't scroll past. Don't retreat into silence. Write in the comments what you're declaring restored. And let your words carry faith. Let them carry life. Let them carry fire. Restoration has come. Let the world know. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel.